Eating dinner in your underwear?
Honey, put some clothes on.
Taking cold showers every hour? Or pitching a tent in front of your refrigerator to stay cool. These are things you can do to beat the heat in your home. Or get a $49 preseason tune-up with no breakdown guarantee.
I love Cool Today.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
As a small business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to Comcast Business Mobile. It's a mobile service designed for small business that can save you money with unlimited data for just $24 per line per month for 10 lines. Perfect for any small business looking to grow. Or you can pay by the gig. And with access to millions of Wi-Fi hotspots, you'll pay only for the data you need, with no line fees, activation costs, or term contracts. You can save up to $500 a year on your wireless bill, all on the most reliable 5G network. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your business's bottom line with a more reliable, more affordable mobile service by switching to Comcast Business Mobile today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability assessment wins in 2H 2021. Wi-Fi networks not tested. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Even the left speaker sounds right when you're listening to 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News.
Another break for borrowers. I'm Chris Foster. Fox News. A pause on federal student loan repayments that started in March of 2020 because of the coronavirus pandemic is being extended again through the end of August.
Student loan payments were scheduled to resume May 1st, but pressure had been building for the White House to give borrowers more time. Some Democrats in Congress have called on the administration to forgive federal student loans. The moratorium provides relief to about 43 million Americans with a combined federal student loan debt of $1.6 trillion.
Fox's Jared Halpern on Capitol Hill. President Biden today is expected to announce more economic sanctions on Russia for its invasion of Ukraine.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says the sanctions are aimed at forcing Russia into an economic choice to continue to drain resources or go into default. She says when it comes to the new sanctions expected today,
they will target Russian government officials, their family members, Russian-owned financial institutions, also state-owned enterprises.
Psaki says those targets, among many goals, hit at funding sources for the war and seek to isolate Vladimir Putin ideologically from his own people. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
There's been a shooting at an industrial plant in South Carolina. 2 people are wounded.
Anderson County authorities are investigating the shooting, which took place at the Frankishi plant.
Right now we have 3 people that have been shot, including the suspect is one of those.
Sheriff Chad McBride says the suspect, reportedly a former employee at the plant, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Fox's Chris DeMeo. The House votes today whether to hold former Trump advisors Peter Navarro and Dan Scavino in contempt of Congress for refusing to cooperate with a committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riot. The Justice Department would then decide whether to prosecute them. Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka Trump answered committee questions yesterday. Her husband Jared Halpern testified for the committee last week. America's listening to Fox News.
You heard us right. 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right all along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Taking a wide look at Cape Coral at this hour. Things looking pretty good. Just want to point out a few slowdowns. First, Gleason Parkway headed towards Skyline. A little bit of a slowdown there. Also a slowdown on Southwest Trafalgar Parkway headed towards Santa Barbara. Also Nicholas Parkway West headed towards State Road 78. But looking at your midpoint and Cape Coral bridges, all clear at this hour. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another day of record heat on tap for Southwest Florida as highs will be climbing back into low and middle 90s under a mix of sun and clouds. Most of us stay dry today with just a stray storm possible, especially inland, and we will be breezy with winds at a southeast to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We keep it mainly dry as we head into this evening and tonight. Rain chances increasing into your Thursday morning with isolated rain and thunderstorms returning for tomorrow as a cold front begins to move through the area. 89 for your high on Thursday. We drop to 82 for Friday with a drop in humidity behind that front. Saturday and Sunday featuring highs in the upper 70s to low to middle 80s with some cooler nights returning in the 50s by Saturday night. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
How often have you heard from your wealth advisor over the last 6 months? Markets have moved up and down, and laws around retirement plans and inheritance have changed quickly. We've heard from too many people at other national financial firms that they've been contacted rarely or not at all. At the Naples Trust Company, our clients enjoy a one-on-one relationship with their investment and fiduciary team members, each of whom are locally based and meet regularly with clients for in-person or virtual visits. This personal touch is a trademark of the Trust Company. We make it a point to know you, your family members, and the goals that are most important to you. Are you ready for a better experience? Call us for an appointment at 239-774-4000 or visit NaplesTrustCompany.com to discover the difference.
A division of the Sanibel Captiva Trust Company. Investments involve risk and are not guaranteed.
Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit LDTlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk, Drasites, and Talisano. LDTlaw.com.
It's almost time for Florida snowbirds to migrate back to northern homes. Are you heading home soon? Please consider donating any of your unopened pantry items before you leave town to be part of Lee County's 4th annual Donated Not Wasted Food Rescue. From Monday, April 4th to Monday, April 18th, you can drop off unopened canned or dried goods at any library or Lee County Recreation Center. Additional collection containers are located at the 6 Mile Cypress Slough and at Lee County's Solid Waste's Topaz Court Household Chemical Waste Facility. Before leaving for the season, please consider being part of this effort to reduce food waste in Southwest Florida. Please join Lee County Solid Waste as they partner with Harry Chapin Food Bank, Fox 4, Waste Pro, Lee County Library System, the libraries of Sanibel and Fort Myers Beach, and Lee County Parks and Rec to rescue food that might otherwise end up in the waste stream and instead get that food to hungry people. Donated, not wasted. Lee County's Food Rescue, April 4th to April 18th. Be part of it.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. We're on the phone with our good friend TJ Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters in Naples. And listen, TJ, we know that when you're calling, something big is going on, something special is happening at Floor Meisters. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the almost 1 million square feet of CoreTech inventory on hand. Talk about that.
Yes, I have the biggest selection in Southwest Florida, and I also probably have the biggest stock of CoreTech. Got almost 1 million square feet. I'm ordering it every day to keep up with demand and to make sure it's here, ready to go when you need it. I've got trucks rolling in every day. I'm buying for 3 to 4 to 5 months out to make sure you've got it. If you got a contractor who needs some floor and they can't get it, come see me. We probably have it here.
So when it comes to CoreTech, listen, you know where to go. The selection's unbelievable at Floor Meisters. And if you're a homeowner, contractor, installer, and you can't find what you're looking for, now's the time to visit their store at 6281 Naples Boulevard next to Costco or online at floormeisters.com.
Sutherland Nissan has one question. Are you buying certified? Because if you're not, you're missing out. Get to the Spring Certified Sales Event at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral and get certified. Through Monday, get a massive selection of like new, with warranty, great value, certified pre-owned vehicles. Certified. Rogues, Altimas, Titans, they're all in stock. Save thousands over buying the exact same model new and get peace of mind with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And get certified. Sutherland is the #1 certified pre-owned dealer. That means we have more vehicles than we sell them for less. And you get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. What are you waiting on? Get certified. Through Monday only at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral, your used car mega store. Online at flnissan.com. If you don't shop Sutherland, you'll pay too much.
See dealer for details.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for your support for veterans in the military. Educating us. Standing up for conservatism. Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Look, it's not like they didn't know. It's not like they didn't have any idea. Back in 2014, they were mocking him almost to his face. If he were there, they would have been mocking him to his face. They knew this all along. And yet they still pushed him out in front and made us have to deal with him now for the next 4 years. Well, 3.5 or 2 and change, but who's counting? Anyway, the debacle, the embarrassment yesterday at the White House, where Barack Obama shows up, the 12th anniversary of the day that we all lost our health care and everything changed. And Joe Biden literally, I hate to use the word literally, but you can see it for yourself. The embarrassment of the President of the United States, who nobody wanted to talk to, nobody wanted to be around. Barack Obama being pulled by the shoulder. Joe Biden's hand on Barack Obama's shoulder, trying to pull him towards him, and he won't even pay attention to him. The embarrassment. Jake didn't have the chance to see the video yet because he's been quite busy and sleepy, but he feels good today. And I'm going to show him the video in just a little bit, probably on the break, because he probably won't believe it. I wonder if I should show you live, like right now, if I should show you what you missed yesterday. And it's important. Why? Because they even knew this in 2014, that he was cognitively at a disadvantage. Can I put it that way? And yet here we are, and it's just a mockery. And then on the heels of that, I wonder in 2014 if they knew the kind of dealings that were going on behind the scenes with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden and Jim Biden in China and the connections there and the things that we're starting to find out now. But it's all on Hunter and it's all on Jim. Joe knew nothing. Lunch bucket Joe. Not a joke. Knew nothing. Not a joke. If he says it, you know it's true. So we'll get to all of that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Spencer Roach is going to be here. State Representative Spencer Roach at 7 a.m. Because if you don't know this by now, and we haven't had a chance to talk to him personally, but we will. What a troublemaker. This guy's a troublemaker, everybody. He's the reason why, and he is the kind of the genesis of what was the, hey, maybe Disney gets a little too many privileges here in this state. And maybe some of these tax advantages that they've been having for a very, very long time, and other advantages that they seem to enjoy because of the deals that were made early on with Walt Disney and getting them here into the state of Florida. I wonder if we should re-examine that. Yeah, we'll be talking about that with him coming up this morning. Also, Lee County Commissioner Brian Hamm is going to join us at 7:35 because there is a lot of news out there in the county that I want to make sure we talk about. That's coming up. The Brett AC talk and text line is 239-479-5592. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. You can watch the program. You can go there to our channel on Rumble as well. Just look for Drew Steele Radio. You will find us right there in the search bar. All right, let's get to this. Joe Biden looked completely just an absolute mess yesterday. The 12th anniversary of the day that everybody was not going to lose their health care plan because if you like your plan, you can keep it. Jake, if you like your plan, you can keep it. How do I know? Because that guy told me so. So Barack Obama, the 12th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act. There he is at the White House. And it's some of the things that were talked about. All right, I'll play some of the funny stuff. Not very funny. I'll play some of the serious stuff. Because Barack Obama has this, we're pining for the times when Barack Obama was in the White House and said really, well, half the country believes that we need to have him around. I hate to break this to half the country, but he hasn't left. Who do you think's running the country? It's already 2.0. So you got Barack Obama, who right out of the gate cracks a joke about Joe Biden.
Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you. Vice President Biden, Vice President. That was a joke.
And he goes over to hug Biden like, come on, buddy, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I'm just kidding. Come on.
That was all set up.
Yeah, it was all set up. Okay. So Barack Obama says...
And because the majority of Americans did have health care, some people naturally worried that they'd lose what they had.
We did. We did lose what we had. We did. You like your health care, you can keep. It was the lie of the year in 2013. It was the lie of the year. Everybody knows it. That is... He also promised, remember, the average family health insurance premium was going to decrease by $2,500 in the first year. Premiums increased by more than 60% in the first 4. Yeah, it didn't work out the way he said. And let me just say something else about the Not Affordable Health Care Act. We got to pass it before we can find out what's in it kind of idea. You know, this. I just want to say that was a pivotal moment in my political life, and here's why. In my thinking of what was going on in this country. And maybe you can relate to this. When all of this was taking place, 2010, the discussion about whether or not we were going to have healthcare as we know it fundamentally changed forever, because once the tentacles were there and dug in, you can't get them out. We can't dig these roots out. It's just not going to happen. The fact that the healthcare system was never in the private sector, it always had the regulations of the government, it always had the tentacles of the government somewhere in there. How I have doctors in my family who many times for many years would say they have more people pushing paper in their offices than physicians to actually help patients. That there were more people doing clerical work, more people that were doing paperwork than there were actual doctors to see patients. We never had a system that was fully in the private sector. Free market healthcare. We've never had that. So for those that are saying, oh, you want to go back to that time? Is that your idea of a free market? Do you not? No. It never was like that. So let's not pretend that it was, because it wasn't. But I remember sitting and hearing the laying out of what was coming. And then obviously John Roberts and listen, if you just say it's not a tax, and kind of manipulating from the bench everything that was going to take place before us, and everybody saying, John Roberts, I mean, what do they have on this guy? And how could he possibly do this to us? And thinking, it'll never happen. It'll never happen, because this is the kind of change, fundamental change, that I don't think we would see in this country, and then it happened. And it made me think at that moment that anything was possible. And I don't mean like anything is possible in a good way. I meant that from now on, from that day forward, anything was possible in a bad way. In other words, if you could imagine something that would happen in this country, like the flooding of 7 million people possibly by the end of the year across our southern border, and nobody doing anything to stop it. Like a collusion hoax that was perpetrated against the duly elected president, backed by the bureaucracies of the FBI and the CIA and some of the shady things that were going on that we're going to talk about this morning in John Durham's investigation, and why it matters, because it's getting closer and closer to finding out even more, and not being able to hide it any longer about what kind of hoax was perpetrated on the American people, and that something like that would never happen, and it did, because anything's possible. That when you tell me now that there's no way that we would be able to, I don't know, fill in the blank, do something about Social Security that would be so radical that it would be solvent. Do something about taxation that would be so radical, that would be fair, and it truly would be working for the American people, as opposed to, well, you've got all of these deductions, and it's always the super rich and the uber wealthy that are getting all the benefits. Well, you know, there's ways that you can change the taxation system in this country so that it wouldn't be doing those kind of things. Those bold moves. When you talk about a fair tax, We could talk about that all day long. But the idea that there is no way that this could possibly happen. It'll never happen. No way. When Obamacare happened, I was like, there's a way and then some. For not only the bad, but the good. So it was like a double-edged sword. It was a never say never, but it did happen. But then I believe the never say never on the other side. All right. Back to the embarrassment that was Joe Biden and Barack Obama yesterday. Making the joke. A little bit of funny. Joe Biden comes up.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Barack Obama's vice president. And I'm Jill Biden's husband.
Okay.
By the way, the only reason Jill's not here today, she's working. She's teaching. And so I just want you to know that's why she's not here.
Okay, great. My name is Joe Biden. I'm Barack Obama. Oh, my gosh. Joe, can you be your own man, Joe? Nope. All right, and then he does the weird whispering again, and he says, with everyone in the country knowing what Obamacare is and isn't, Joe Biden says,
It was because of you. A law that shows hope leads to change. And you did that. You did it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The Affordable Care Act has been called a lot of things, but Obamacare is the most fitting. Obamacare.
Oh, yeah, not a joke. Not a joke, people.
Not a joke.
He's right. Obamacare is the most fitting because it is Obama that did this to us. I know there are people that right now are listening and saying, I love my health care. I have no problem with my health care. I'm very comfortable with my health care. Why are you making fun of my health care? Because it could be better. It could be better than what you have. You know, this idea that we've come so complacent about what we have, like this is the best you can do. Are you kidding? Well, you just don't know. Right? This idea that what you have right now before you in Obamacare is the best this country could do. It's the best that we can do. It isn't the best that we can do. The free market is the best that we can do. And allowing the marketplace without restrictions from the government. That doesn't... When I say restrictions and you're like, oh, you're not going to regulate doctors, you're not going to insurance companies, you're not going to... No. You know what I'm saying. All the red tape and all the things that make it unaffordable. That there are ways... That always was frustrating to me. It's like, no, I'm fine with it. I'm okay with everything. I didn't have health care before, and I have it now, and I was always struggling before to be able to have health insurance, and now because of the Affordable Care Act, I have it, and you don't seem to understand it. Well, what I do understand is that the Affordable Care Act was not the only way that you would have been able to get it. But I didn't have it before, and it was in the free market. It wasn't. It's not the same thing. All right, so what else? Joe Biden wants to let Barack Obama know.
Now, I'm going to sign an executive order, and Barack, let me remind you, it's a hot mic.
You get it? It's a hot mic, isn't it? When Joe Biden shook his hand and said it was a big deal. And dropped the F-bomb or whatever it was on the hot mic. Talking about Obamacare. Okay. Yeah. So I know, and there was a couple of weird, like, I have no idea what he's saying, you know.
The American Rescue Plan subsidizes that are lowering premiums, subsidies are lowering premiums and extending coverage. And I got a little practice when you gave me that other act, when we were president. You were president. I was with you.
I don't know. I have no idea. It goes downhill from there. He's aimlessly walking around. People are talking to Barack Obama and everybody else, and Joe Biden's walking around and nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody. He's looking around to try to find somebody to talk to. Barack Obama's talking to a gajillion people. He's got all of these people around him. He's got this gaggle of individuals that all want to shake his hand. Joe Biden's trying to talk to him, puts his hand on his shoulder, is trying to get his attention. He doesn't want to have anything to do with him. It was just a hot mess. It was an absolute hot mess. But here's one thing you know. Barack Obama, that administration, Obama Part 2, where we are right now, make no mistake, Obama's handlers and fingerprints are all over this administration. They knew back in 2014 how feckless Joe Biden was, how maybe the cognitive issues were there as well. How do you know? Because Barack Obama at the White House press dinner brought up a comedian who decided to use that, Joe Biden, as a punchline.
The vice president isn't here tonight, not for security reasons. He just thought this event was being held at the Dulles Airport Applebee's. Yes, right now, Joe is elbow deep in jalapeno poppers and talking to a construction cone he thinks is John Boehner. Also true. It's crazy to think that Joe Biden is only one heartbeat away from no one taking him seriously as president.
That was in 2014. Even then they knew. All right. But the real story yesterday was the White House getting grilled about Hunter Biden's dealings and the need for a special counsel and why John Durham's investigation matters. An opinion piece in the New York Post, Washington Post. That would be funny. The New York Post. That we'll talk about coming up. All right, 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com. The website, Steele has 3 E's. Thank you for watching and subscribing to our channel on Rumble. We appreciate it. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
At Duncan's Diamonds, we are obsessed with finding you a diamond as unique as your love. As direct diamond importers, we traveled the world to find pieces of unbeatable value and quality. We have 30 times the selection of a typical jewelry store. From enchanting engagement rings to previously enjoyed Rolex timepieces, we have a special something for everyone.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds. We have an unparalleled passion for bringing you the best in diamonds and jewelry. We are here to make the spectacular manageable with expert guidance, exceptional discounts, and unmatched financing programs.
With no middleman, we're able to offer prices 30 to 40% below the rest.
We will not be undersold by anyone, anytime, anywhere, and you can count on it. Come see us today.
Duncan's Diamonds. It's worth the drive to give the gift of a lifetime.
US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Naples at Mercado.
I've been asked 1,000 times, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. When I started, there were just 2 of us. Today, Morgan & Morgan has almost 800 lawyers alone. No injury firm in the country has anywhere close to that. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Reputation matters. We grew like this because we worked hard and so many former clients referred family and friends. And what I believe is the main reason is we delivered for our clients a lot. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Hope is not a plan. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
That moment when you realize you have a serious air conditioner issue. A real strip down to your skivvies, no one's sleeping tonight, head in the freezer fail party. But fear not. There's an expert for that.
Let your local experts at Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning keep you cool with $50 off any repair.
Want to chill? There's an expert for that.
Call Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So get Comcast Business Security Edge on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Comcast Business Internet required. Other restrictions apply.
Spend time and money on spring break and enjoying the outdoors and save on your insurance. Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the time for spring cleaning. Cleaning up your policies and finding savings where you can. If spring means a move, a new car, or new drivers hitting the road, then consider us for help reevaluating coverage and costs. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better insurance coverage. Visit CIGFlorida.com, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. CIGFlorida.com.
92.5 Fox News. Right.
This
All
Fox
along.
Business Report is presented by the Darda Real Estate Group at dardagroup.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
You likely know Cracker Jack. Now meet Cracker Jill.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jill. No one can stop you if you have the will.
PepsiCo introducing a new version of its iconic snack to promote the accomplishments of women in sports. Spirit Airlines says it received an unsolicited offer of about $3.6 billion from JetBlue Airways, which could snarl its merger plans with Frontier Airlines. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen plans to warn House lawmakers today of the major consequences for the global economy from the war in Ukraine and sanctions against Russia, especially at risk food and energy prices. And a down day for Wall Street. The Dow lost 280 points. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report. Invested in you.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Are you ready to list your home for sale? What if you could receive a guaranteed offer on your home with no showings, no open houses, and no stress? Contact the Darda Group at dardagroup.com to learn about their guaranteed offer. The Darda Group has 30 years of experience and consistently ranks in the top 3% of real estate agents in Lee County. Find out if your home qualifies for a guaranteed offer and how you may receive an offer in as little as 24 hours and close escrow in as little as 21 days. No home prep, no showings, no open houses. You control when your home is sold and when you move. Learn more about this elite real estate team and the guaranteed offer at dardagroup.com. Don't wait. Schedule an appointment at dardagroup.com. That's dardagroup.com. A Compass Realty broker.
Hey, it's former White House press secretary for President Trump, Newsmax TV host, and author of the new book, Radical Nation, Sean Spicer. I'm coming to Southwest Florida and hope to see you at the Silver Spot Cinema in Naples on Wednesday, April 20th. It's going to be a fun meet and greet atmosphere during this VIP-only event. Tickets are $99, and that includes a signed copy of my new book, Radical Nation. Plus, you're going to receive a photo and full VIP access. Join us in Naples, April 20th at 5 p.m. Get your tickets today. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Hello, I'm Dr. D'Amico. Have you been told you need a denture? Don't make the mistake of going to your dentist or the dentist closest to your home. A denture is a work of art and should look as beautiful as natural teeth. That's why I have a denture laboratory on site. We place each tooth exactly where it should go so I can make the most beautiful looking denture just for you. And with my lab, I can make your new denture the same day. Come in the morning, you'll leave that afternoon with your new denture. Others make you wait 2 to 3 months because your denture is going to be made in some other state or even some other country, and you're going to get a cookie cutter looking denture. Do you really want your friends and family members to know you have a denture? Of course not. Ask me how Medicare can help pay for your denture. Visit my website, see all our current specials, watch some videos, even before and after pictures. Go to dentistofnaples.com. That's dentistofnaples.com. Or call 234-5284. That's 234-5284. I'm Dr. D'Amico, the denture artist. I can help you.
License number DN15639.
Budapest, I'll see you later. Goodbye. I call National Exterminators. For $46 they get all rodents and bugs. 23946, no bug. You can rest easy and call the boys
boys and national exterminators at 23946-NO-BUG or visit them online at pestcontrolmadeeasy.com for all your pest control needs. Bugs, termites, rodents, and even attic insulation. Better service, better prices, and no contracts.
Goodbye, pests. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
I call national exterminators.
National.
For 46 bucks, they get all
rodents and bugs.
23946, no bug.
You can rest easy and call the boys and national exterminators at 23946-NO-BUG or visit them online at pestcontrolmadeeasy.com for all your pest control needs. Bugs, termites, rodents, and even attic insulation. Better service, better prices, and no contracts.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. Our team is expanding as we grow, and we're looking for a few good people. We're taking applications right now for air conditioning installers, air conditioning helpers, the service mechanic department, our sales team, and we have a few spots open in our apprentice program, where we will take a novice person with no training, put them with a supervisor for a 6-month training program. This will require a commitment to the company. So if you feel you could be one of the best, apply in person at 4697 Elevation Way in Fort Myers. We're just off Martin Luther King Boulevard in the Benchmark Industrial Park. You can call us at 239-482-1542 for directions. If you want to be one of the best, come join us at Kobe Cooling. License CACO 57313.
It's Rockstar Harley's pre-owned spring clearance sale this week. Hundreds of Harleys tagged with liquidation pricing. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, 100% of applications accepted. Save thousands this week. Only at Rockstar Harley's pre-owned spring clearance sale. It ends this Sunday. On approved credit.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along. This is Daybreak with Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News.
Tiger Woods, who's still recovering from an injury that many thought would end his career, said that he plans to play this week at the Masters. Golf announcers were so pumped, they were like, "This is amazing."
An environmental group said in a new report that it cleaned up nearly 500,000 pieces of trash last year from New Jersey beaches, including a fake eyeball. Wow, I am shocked that it was fake.
Okay. All right, there's a double shot of the late night hosts and some of the jokes there. Tiger Woods will be playing, looks like, at the Masters, and that's pretty exciting for a lot of people because I didn't think it would happen, and a lot of other people didn't think it would happen, and I don't know how you bet against Tiger. That would be kind of a Cinderella story, wouldn't it be? Like not a Disney kind of Cinderella story, because you never know with it all depends, with a fairy godmother is necessarily. Anyway, not like that, but yeah. So it would be a story that would be one for the ages, and then obviously the joke there about cleaning up the New Jersey beaches. I wonder if they're thinking about cleaning up the New York streets. How about that? I just thought it was funny that it was it yesterday? Yesterday that the mayor of the city of New York, who I guess is this whole story about putting out billboards, right? The mayor of the city of New York, and it's the whole don't say, I don't have the beep. It's the don't say bill. We're not allowed to say the word here in the state of Florida, and it's quite frightening. And how they're spending taxpayer dollars from New York, and this new digital billboard campaign in 5 Florida markets denouncing the hateful don't say bill, and inviting Floridians to move to New York. I just think it's funny because there are Floridians that are thinking they want to move to New York. I'm looking at a New York Post article right now. Get out of town. Why a majority of New Yorkers would rather be anywhere else. Violent crime on the rise and showing no signs of a let-up. A majority of voters said that their family would be better off if they fled the city. It's a poll that they did. It's like, just get us out of here. We want out. Crime is the most pressing issue on voters' minds. This cloud that's hanging over New Yorkers' heads right now. The quality of life. Basically, the majority of people say it's either fair or poor. 59%, almost 60% of the people that live in the city is like, yeah, it's okay or it's really bad. Smashed windows, the crime that's going on, the economy, it's a hot mess. But somehow, because you could say the word that you can't say here in the state of Florida, oh, we got to pack up and leave. Let's go, honey. And then we find out yesterday as well that the mayor of the city of New York, this place that every person wants to be, excluding, well, maybe if you're a criminal. If you're a criminal, you love the idea of moving to New York City because there's so much for the taking, if you will. But the mayor of the city of New York is asked by a mom of three, who wants to know from the mayor of New York, why in the world are you masking up? The COVID restrictions, masking kids age 2 to 4? I mean, people go into ball games. People are doing all kinds of things. You're masking the 2 to 4-year-olds.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. 3 weeks ago, you told parents to trust you, that you would unmask our toddlers. 10 days ago, you stood right here and you said that the masks would come off on April 4th. That has not happened. You reneged on your promise, and not only did you renege on your promise, you had your lawyers race to court on Friday night to overturn a state court.
No. Let her finish, because you let her start. Go ahead and finish, ma'am, okay? But you got to come to a conclusion. Can't do it. Okay, come to a conclusion and turn on your phone so you can get my answer correctly. But come to a conclusion. Okay, how are you back there?
On March 17th that you would trust me, I will unmask your toddlers. You had your lawyers race to court on Friday night, arguing that there would be irreparable harm if children under 5 were allowed to take off their masks today, along with their older siblings in school. So my questions are, what is the irreparable harm to children aged 2 to 4 taking off their masks, just as they do in Long Island, just as they do in Westchester? When will you unmask our toddlers?
Okay. They're masking 2 to 4-year-olds, but 5-year-olds don't have to be masked. Irreparable harm, the mayor of the city of New York says. I mean, are you kidding? And what's his answer?
As I stated, as you indicated, I made the announcement that we were looking to announce today, which is Monday, to take the mask off to 2 to 4 years old. But I also stated, if we see an uptick, we will come back and make the announcement of what we're going to do. We're going to pivot and shift as COVID is pivoting and shifting.
All right, so I just have to stop. Because you're thinking, why do I care? I don't live in New York City. Why do I care what a leftist mayor is doing in the city of New York? Well, there you hear that pivoting and shifting and, it's 2 to 4-year-olds as opposed to 5-year-olds. What about 4.5 years? What about 4 years and 8 months? Where's that pivot point where COVID's like, and I'm done with you? How does that work? The story here is that it turns out that she works for the city, and right after the speech, she was fired. Can I say that again? You question the mayor, they find out who you are, you work for the city, and now you're fired. And this is where people want to go. They want to move to the city of New York. Now, it does have a Florida angle, obviously, because it's this same mayor who wants to convince you that, listen, you can't say the word in Florida. And so because you can't say that word, you definitely want to get out because there's no free speech here in the state of Florida. No, because, obviously you can't say the word. Okay. And you should move to New York City. But if you speak up against the mayor and you happen to work for the city, you are going to not have your job much longer. And you can imagine how many people. No, I just read to you all the stats. Nobody even wants to be there. People want out. People that live in the city want out of the city. So the governor was talking about this yesterday. He had an announcement on infrastructure improvements here in the state. And the topic came up. Because listen, it's the city of New York going after the state of Florida and Mayor Adams who's going after Governor DeSantis. I don't think you want that political battle. And so the mayor's like, you're kidding, right?
Now New York is doing billboards telling people come to New York from Florida. They're wasting taxpayer money on doing that. I don't know why they would do it. They're saying you can say whatever you want, But, they're the ones that will force a mask on your face and muzzle you in public, which they did for over a year and a half, which they didn't have the constitutional right to do. And then they just fired somebody who was criticizing the mayor for masking these toddlers. They still make toddlers wear masks in New York. That is just so fundamentally wrong, but that's what they're doing. And so if you speak up for the kids, then they fire you from your job. And so no wonder why they're having so much problems.
Yeah, and people want to get out. Look, the answer to all of this and why this matters is pretty simple. Because, number one, we are worried about people moving here from cities like New York City and bringing their politics with them because it's destructive. It's destructive. You can see it's destructive, the policies of leftists in major metropolitan cities and then the people that live there. And you're saying, well, Drew, no, they're escaping. They're trying to get away from those policies. Are you sure about that? Because there are things that they like about being a liberal. There are things that they like about being a leftist. There are things that they like about being a Democrat. They just don't like it to the extreme. But there are certain things that they might want to bring here to the state, because it's an unfeeling governor. I mean, you see the attitude. He's kind of cocky and the things that he's saying, and he certainly won't let people say the word. And I've been used to saying that my whole life, and I don't know why I can't. You keep your politics away. The first thing. The second thing is that wherever you turn, there is that kind of extremism in the Democrat Party. Democrats are that extreme. They just are. And if you think that there are moderate Democrats that are sitting there that are trying to run for not only the state house, the governor's, the governorship of the state of Florida, that Charlie Crist or Nikki Fried or any of the other ones, or Val Deming, who's trying to run against and beat Marco Rubio for the Senate, and locally, any Democrat locally that is going to run for office, do you honestly think that a Democrat running locally for a local office is conservative? Center? I mean, are they really? Why are they a Democrat then? Oh, it's what, Trump? Is that what you say? Is it Trump? Because it's the party of Trump? Is that where you're going to go? No, seriously. I mean, so those are the issues that we're dealing with. Where if you speak out, you're going to be fired. And trying to convince people, again, about a don't say bill that doesn't exist. And we've got some more on that coming up when it comes to the woke corporations and Disney, and State Representative Spencer Roach scheduled to be here in about 15 more minutes. And we'll talk about how he started what you could say is a firestorm out there about, hey, listen, Disney's had some special privileges. I wonder if they should be able to keep those privileges. We'll get to that. But yeah, it's laughable on its face what the mayor of the city of New York is talking about and trying to get people to move back to. You want to get out of Florida? Yeah, I would love that. I love the gifts that New York just keeps on giving the city there, and Democrats and liberals, All right, 239-479-5592 is the Brett AC talk and text line. Hey, can I remind you that you can use the Brett AC talk and text line right now if you would like to get tickets to see Sean Spicer. He's going to be here in Southwest Florida, a special VIP event. Every ticket is a VIP ticket, and you'll get to meet Sean Spicer, hang out with him, an exclusive VIP event. You know him, former White House press secretary, Newsmax TV host, author of the new book, Radical Nation, which you will get a copy of, a signed copy of, there at the event. It's happening Wednesday, April 20th. It's just around the corner at Silver Spot Cinema in Naples. If you want tickets, get them right now. You can text the word Spicer, SPICER. Text the word Spicer to 239-479-5592. Text the word Spicer now. You'll get the link to get those tickets, or you can go to rightallalong.net, the website, and right there you can get your tickets as well. All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk more about the Durham investigation and why it matters. Don't buy the left's lies. John Durham's investigation matters, and it's pretty explosive what we found out yesterday. And we're going to talk more about that coming up. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News right all along. Let's find out what's going on with traffic right now.
We're watching a crash for you in Cape Coral at Hancock Bridge Parkway and Del Prado Boulevard South. Southbound lanes are shut down on Del Prado right now. Cape Coral Police is asking people to avoid the area. We do have a Wink News crew on the way to that scene to get the eyes on exactly what's going on. Taking a look at your bridges at this hour, Edison having a couple of slowdowns right as you get into North Fort Myers. Caloosahatchee looking all good at this hour. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
Record heat on tap for us again as we climb back into low and mid-90s for this afternoon. A stray shower isn't out of the question, but most of us dry and breezy with winds at about 10 to 20 miles per hour and some gusts of up to and over 25 miles per hour. We'll be off to a mild start for tomorrow morning with a low near 75 degrees, isolated rain and thunderstorms returning for your Thursday. I'm Wake News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Hi, I'm Soren Christensen with Advanced Wealth Advisors. Are you worried about higher taxes now and in the future? Are you looking for opportunities to reduce your taxes and increase your income? I'm a certified financial planner professional with training in investment, retirement, and tax planning. I'll work with you to ensure your financial plan is maximizing all tax reduction opportunities. Visit awadvisors.com to request a consultation and to see the Advanced Wealth Advisors difference. That's awadvisors.com.
Hey guys, it's health and fitness expert Robbie Raw. You've heard how much I love my arch supports from the Good Feet store. Now I want you to hear from someone else who's taken my advice.
Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Caton. I have always enjoyed walking but have had severe pain in my leg and ankle. I heard about the Good Feet store from Robbie and decided to get my own arch supports. I was pleasantly surprised to discover their 3-step support system, which fits in all of my different shoes. I absolutely love them. And now I'm back to enjoying my nature walks, my dog walks, and any form of exercise. I thank Robbie for her advice and the Good Feet store for giving me my active life back.
Friends, if you have knee, hip, or back pain, don't wait. Visit the Good Feet store and take back your life. You know, what you do today will affect the quality of your life later. And nothing changes if nothing changes. Decide today to live your best life. You are worth it, and that's the raw truth.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau. You can count on us for great service. You can count on us to get it done. You can count on us for a price that's fair. The quality is second to none. For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. The Fed is set to raise rates, and some analysts are saying it could be as many as 11 consecutive rate increases. A rise in the Fed rate can increase the rate and monthly payment on credit card debt and home equity credit lines. If you're a homeowner with significant credit card payments, home equity credit line payments, or if you are thinking about cash out for other things like home improvements, we can help. A no closing cost conventional fixed rate first mortgage can lock all of these things in right now and actually help lower your monthly payments. You can apply online at mortgagewarehouse.com or we're local. Call 313-5000. That's 313-5000. mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, Managing Partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
Being young protects us kids from a lot of things, like paying bills and boring meetings. Blech. But there's one big thing being young doesn't protect us from. That's COVID. In January, there were over 2 million COVID cases among kids.
But now, kids 5 to 11 can get a vaccine tailored to give us the best protection.
For me, for us,
for kids.
We can do this. Find a vaccine near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
Hey, it's almost baseball season, right? Spring training getting close to finishing up, and soon there's going to be the teams taken to the field, and there we go. Baseball is back. People are getting excited, and the songs of the season, right, Jake?
Take me out to the ball game.
Yeah.
Take me out to the crowd.
And what do you buy, Jake?
Buy me some peanuts and cracker gel.
Cracker what? She said, hold on. It sounded like she said, it's Cracker Jacks.
Peanuts and cracker gel.
What did she say?
She said, did she say Cracker Jill? Wait a minute. Let it go on. Cracker Jill?
Cracker Jill.
What?
No one can stop you if you have the will. So let's root for a girl's dream. We're adding our face to the game. And we'll run, throw with never a doubt. It's a new ball.
All right, stop. Oh. Guess what, everybody? Cracker Jacks is now Cracker Jill. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jill. No one can stop if you have the will. So let's root for the girls' team.
Just ruin everything.
Adding our face to the game. And we'll run throw with never a doubt. It's a new ball game, everybody. There you go. So no more Cracker Jack? Or is this just temper? Or is it Cracker Jack and Cracker Jill? And they say the girls' team, like, what does that mean? Because I can't even identify what a woman is, so I'm not even sure if there's a girl. I can't identify a girl. Like, what does the girls' team look like? Are you sure Cracker Jack's not a Cracker Jill? Or Jill is Jack? Or Jack is Jill? Or are you sure when they went over the hill, they just, something happened when they fetched that pail of water? They came down the hill and something changed. Yeah, so there you go. It's a whole new ball game.
Apparently.
Yep. Frito-Lay has repackaged the iconic candy. And there you go. Company subscribes to a contemporarily common concept that people are unable to live aptly unless they see others who look like themselves. This is from Red State, did the article on this. Sometimes all it takes to believe you can do something is to see someone who looks like you do it first. So it's a girl power promo. Cracker Jacks is Jill, and we're not sure Jill. I mean, what is a woman? Really, if we're going to be honest. So
this is what happens when you let your kids cry.
So that's it. There you go. All right. Yeah. 239-479-5592 is the Brett AC talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com.
So are we going to get some Cracker Jills?
Do I want to get some Cracker Jills?
We should get some and eat some.
I'm looking at the packages right now, and there they are, Cracker Jill. Lots of girls on that are they're kind of like bowing up like with a fist. It's
so they're angry.
They look well. I can't see the face.
It's like a protest on a bag.
No, they look happy. They look tough and strong, and they got.
Well, now I don't want to eat it because I'm not included.
Oh, look at you. All right. Let's not.
I don't see anyone who looks like me on there.
I was just going to say, let's not do this, but we're doing this, aren't we? All right. There you go. So Cracker Jacks is now Cracker Jill. Well, I don't know if it's permanent. I'm sure it's not. It's just for now. And then
we'll just change Bob Evans to Betty Evans. I mean, what else we got?
Well, yeah, why is it Bob? Whatever happened to Betty Evans? What's the matter with Betty? I don't know. So what will be next? 239-479-5592.
5 guys, 5 girls.
What's next? Five guys is going to be 5 girls? Is that?
Or 5 gals,
5 gals. I don't know. All right. No big deal. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just temporary. They're just, come on. Tear open a box of Cracker Jill for us. All right. State Representative Spencer Roach scheduled to join us in just a few.
92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
You'd think an Army veteran with a military career including multiple combat deployments throughout the Middle East would be a great American. And you'd be right. But Joe Vanerbosch also happens to be a great dentist. An Army veteran of 8 years, Dr. Joe now makes his home in Southwest Florida, where his wife Sarah grew up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Vanerbosch, Freedom Dental on Metro Parkway in Fort Myers. In the Army, I received extra training in order to provide dental care in virtually any condition. That's why I can manage many dental treatments without the need to refer to a specialist. I served my country proudly for 8 years. Now I want to serve you in your dental needs. Special discounts for former and active military without dental insurance.
Dr. Vanerbosch provides emergency care and is now accepting new patients for cleaning, extractions, crowns, implants, and more. Find them online at freedomdentalfortmyers.com. That's freedomdentalfortmyers.com. Dr. Joseph Vanerbosch. Go to freedomdentalfortmyers.com.
Hey, Dave, got your AC on?
Yeah, why?
Blowing hot over here.
Don't tell me.
Already told you.
But I fixed this myself last week.
You can fix air conditioning?
I have tools. I know things.
I know it's too hot in here.
Oh, my wife is gonna lose it.
Dave.
She thinks I'm handy. When she learns the truth,
Dave.
she'll wonder why she married me in the first place. Only a matter of time until she leaves me for someone with a bigger toolbox.
Dave, so what's the best case scenario?
Best case? Well, I make one call, someone comes and gets the AC running cold. My family thinks I did it myself.
That's best?
Well, sure, but...
That's best. Best Home Services. They have so many specialized technicians, they even have a tried-to-fix-the-AC-yourself expert.
Really?
Nobody needs to know how handy you really are.
GetBest.com. When something goes wrong, we're waiting.
Cool air. Now that's more like it.
Our little secret?
Our little secret.
In the morning and at night, we're the station that gets it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right, all along.
A near total abortion ban with prison time for providers. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Oklahoma's legislature passes a bill making abortion illegal except to save the mother's life.
Under the proposed law, which has passed Oklahoma's House and Senate, abortion providers could face felony charges punishable by up to 10 years in prison or a $100,000 fine for performing the procedure. Groups like the ACLU of Oklahoma and Oklahoma Call for Reproductive Justice warn women could be left without any place to seek what they are calling basic health care in their state. The state's Republican governor, Kevin Stitt, has vowed to sign, quote, every piece of pro-life legislation that comes to his desk. Sean Langell, Fox News.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russian missiles hit a fuel depot overnight and accuses Russia of using hunger as a weapon by hitting ports and food storage facilities.
It should be held responsible for everything they have done in the Ukrainian soil. They have come to Ukraine as a colonizing army.
President Zelensky there speaking remotely to Ireland's parliament. A mass murderer known as the I-65 killer now has a name.
Indiana State Police and the FBI, through investigative genealogy, say they've identified Harry Edward Greenwell, who they say killed Vicky Heath, Mary Gill, and Jeannie Gilbert along Indiana's I-65 corridor in the late 1980s. Gilbert's daughter, Kim.
We'll never learn any of the whys of his actions, and that's just where we sit today. Closure will also take on its own different and unique face for all of us.
Greenwell, a career criminal, died in 2013, and investigators say he's been linked to at least 2 sexual assaults, in which DNA led to him 33 years later.
Fox's Jeff Manasso. The Biden administration is extending a moratorium on federal student loan repayments through the end of August. The pause started in March 2020 at the start of the coronavirus pandemic. America's listening to Fox News.
This Fox News update is presented by Freedom Dental of Fort Myers. Online at freedomdentalftmyers.com.
Wink News, traffic.
We're watching a crash for you in Cape Coral at Hancock Bridge Parkway and Del Prado Boulevard South. Southbound lanes are shut down on Del Prado right now. Cape Coral Police is asking people to avoid the area. We do have a Wink News crew on the way to that scene to get the eyes on exactly what's going on. Taking a look at your bridges at this hour. Edison having a couple of slowdowns. right as you get into North Fort Myers. Caloosahatchee looking all good at this hour. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another day of record heat on tap for Southwest Florida as highs will be climbing back into low and middle 90s under a mix of sun and clouds. Most of us stay dry today with just a stray storm possible, especially inland, and we will be breezy with winds at the southeast to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We keep it mainly dry as we head into this evening and tonight. Rain chances increasing into your Thursday morning with isolated rain and thunderstorms returning for tomorrow as a cold front begins to move through the area. 89 for your high on Thursday. We drop to 82 for Friday with a drop in humidity behind that front. Saturday and Sunday featuring highs in the upper 70s to low to middle 80s with some cooler nights returning in the 50s by Saturday night. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Got friends and family living far away? Tell them to stream the best station yet at rightallalong.net, the online home of 92.5 Fox News.
Hire with minimal effort and maximum success with Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Spend time and money on spring break and enjoying the outdoors and save on your insurance. Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the time for spring cleaning. Cleaning up your policies and finding savings where you can. If spring means a move, a new car, or new drivers hitting the road, then consider us for help reevaluating coverage and costs. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better insurance coverage. Visit CIGFlorida.com, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. CIGFlorida.com.
Trey Radel, your host of The Drive. Not only do I love Dr. France and his team at France Eye Care because they corrected my vision, they changed my life, but I love Dr. France and his team because they have a sense of humor. And so I'm about to read some of their, what we call ad copy in the industry, but Ian, go ahead and kick those tunes, baby. Yeah. The eyes are the windows to the soul, so pull back those eyelid curtains with an eyelid lift at France Cosmetic Center. Dr. Christine Bachman. All right, here we go. Out of all seriousness, Dr. Christine Bachman is the best, a Beverly Hills trained premier cosmetic surgeon at France Cosmetic Center. As a cosmetic surgeon who is also an ophthalmologist, Dr. Bachman's knowledge and technical skills are the best. So give the France Cosmetic Center a call today. Look as good as you feel. Call them 239-418-0999.
France Eye Care.
Among the many lasting benefits of having a closet or other space reimagined, then brought beautifully to life by Closet Factory, is its ability to affect your own organizational behaviors. By simply living in your new space, the prioritization, sequencing, ordering, and reductionist tactics designed to varying degrees into every solution we make will subtly but inevitably train you to appreciate and utilize them for a happier life. With design that improves your home and you. That's how we build it at Closet Factory.
Being involved in a legal dispute can leave you feeling like you've lost control. I'm Eli Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Understanding the law and the rules of evidence can mean the difference between winning or losing your case. If you are involved in a legal dispute and are not sure of your options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
Sutherland Nissan has one question. Are you buying certified? Because if you're not, you're missing out. Get to the Spring Certified Sales Event at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral and get certified. Through Monday, get a massive selection of like new, with warranty, great value, certified pre-owned vehicles. Certified. Rogues, Altimas, Titans, they're all in stock. Save thousands over buying the exact same model new and get peace of mind with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And get certified. Sutherland is the #1 certified pre-owned dealer. That means we have more vehicles than we sell them for less. And you get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. What are you waiting on? Get certified. Through Monday only at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral, your used car mega store. Online at flnissan.com. If you don't shop Sutherland, you'll pay too much.
See dealer for details.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan here at Duncan's Diamonds. Did you know that people drive from all over Southwest Florida to save money on diamonds? We have thousands of diamonds in all shapes, all sizes, 0.5 carat to 10 carat.
Here's Sherilyn to tell you more.
Because we are direct diamond importers, we own one of the largest selections of amazing diamonds here in the United States. Duncan's Diamonds handpicks diamonds from diamond cutters all over the world to ensure you get the best. Also view one of the best previously enjoyed Rolex collections in Southwest Florida. The best selection of the best possible prices.
We want you to find that diamond or previously enjoyed Rolex that you really, really love and save. Come to Duncan's Diamonds today and leave confident you will receive the highest quality at the best possible price.
Duncan's Diamonds. 3 great locations in Fort Myers on US 41 and the Gulf Coast Town Center and Naples at Mercado.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do. And
thank you for giving us the voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Well, I'll tell you what, there are a lot of people around the country who look at the state of Florida and, you know, I don't know what half of them are thinking 1 minute to the next, you know, when they hear about the Don't Say bill, which we're not allowed to say the word, so we just keep that silent. And they hear about all of this and they look at Disney and they think about what it is or is not going to be happening with them in the future and whether it's they're going to stay in the game of politics. I didn't know that was part of their game, but apparently it is now. And a lot of other things that are going on. Who's pushing back? Who is kind of digging into it and looking at some of the things that these woke corporations are talking about and getting specific with? And I know one is State Representative Spencer Roach, who is one of the, I will say, hardest working guys that I know when it comes to politics in the state. One of the good guys. And he happens to be here in studio with us this morning. How are you?
Right. Good morning.
Oh, let me turn your mic on. There you go. Sorry about that, buddy. Go ahead.
Thank you, Drew. Good morning. It's good to be here with you at the butt crack of dawn. I'm just slurping down some coffee, getting ready to go here.
Yes. It's so now you know how it feels a little bit, right? You get a little bit of that. And you've been, well, let's just put it this way. You've been popular lately. Some people have reached out. They wanted to talk to you. As a matter of fact, you were on Laura Ingram's show. What was it, just the other day, right?
Yeah, Friday.
On Friday. And we've got to dig into this topic because I wanted to have you on right away and to talk about it. So I'm glad we have the opportunity now. First of all, tell me a little bit about where this all came from. This idea that Disney, there are things that are going on with Disney that many people forget about, and some of the advantages that they have here in the state. How this all came about. Maybe start the genesis of it, beginning. This talk.
Let me give you the background here. So Bob Chapek, who is the CEO of Disney, he is headquartered in California, born and raised in Chicago. He issued a statement a week or so ago saying that Disney's company policy, their official company policy, is to oppose parental rights here in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
And I think that's just absurd for many reasons. And I issued a tweet and essentially said, look, maybe we should look at taking away some of Disney's privileges in the state of Florida. If they want to go woke, they can go broke. And much to my surprise, and I never know how Twitter works, that tweet went viral. And then the governor got asked about it twice the next day in a press conference.
Yeah.
You know, hey, Representative Roach says this about Disney. What do you think? And, my worst fear was the governor was going to say, Spencer who? And he didn't say that. He said, hey, that's an interesting idea. I think we should explore taking away all special privileges for all businesses. Why should any business have a special privilege in the state of Florida if we believe in the free market? So after the governor signaled that he would be interested in at least considering the idea, it really took off, made national news, and that's where we are now. But when you look at Disney, this is a company that for 55 years in the state of Florida, they've built a brand on protecting the innocence and magic of childhood, and I think that they have very badly damaged their brand, and they've betrayed parents in the state of Florida by getting involved in this fight. It's not their fight, and I encourage people to remember that this is a California company with California values. And, how dare them come in here and tell Florida voters that something that we voted on is unacceptable or that it shouldn't be that way, or they're going to use their money to get the bill repealed. I mean, who are they? No one has elected them to represent a single voter in Florida. They've never spent time knocking on doors, sitting around a kitchen table with voters, or taking the pulse of what's on Floridians' mind. So I was deeply offended by that. I think it's outrageous, and I think many of my constituents feel the same.
I wonder what they feel like in Disney right now. Like, I wonder what the politics are there, because it's easy for us to look and hear the minority of voices who are the loudest, who are the ones that are the activists that, and I want to talk about this in just a second as well, the fact that, do this or else. You better back what we say. You better not support. Otherwise, what? Like, what are you going to do? What's at the end of the day, your threat? What is it? Like, what you do this or what's your or else? And I'm just going to put that aside for just a second, because that really frustrates me as well. But how internally, I wonder, are people talking about this? Are you hearing about people who are saying things like they need to stay out of politics, or maybe internally what's going on there at Disney?
Yeah, so I want to just go back to what you said about the threat, the or else. And, for so long, for so many years, the threat has been enough to silence conservatives, to push them around, to get them to back down. Yeah. And I think we need to start calling their bluff on these woke corporate cultures that are going to come in and think that because they're a massive financial company, that they can dictate policy in a state that's not even their own to voters that they don't represent. And they're trying to act like a de facto government in the marketplace. And I just think for so long, conservatives have been silent. We've accepted it. We haven't fought back. And now I think that when we're seeing a concerted wave of folks standing up to these woke corporations, they don't know what to do. It is time we push back and fight back. But yeah, look, I think that in many of these companies, there are a small but very vocal minority of super woke progressive employees that kind of hijack the corporate structure and hold them hostage, and they feel like they have to respond to their employees. But what Disney fails to recognize, and other companies do as well, is, look, Disney doesn't work for the employees. Disney works for their shareholders. And I think you're starting to see a shareholder revolt now with Disney. You're seeing people all around Florida and all around the country cancel their Disney Plus, revoke their passes. There's a hashtag Dump Disney, boycott Disney. And you saw Ray Keating, who's a prominent business writer, come out yesterday, and he's also a prominent Disney shareholder, and said, look, Bob Chapek, CEO of Disney, needs to get back in his box and stop engaging in these culture wars. This is damaging the brand. But I think you are now starting to see a shareholder revolt with Disney, and I think it's great. It's about time.
Yeah. Spencer Roach is joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, state representative. We're talking about, obviously, the parental rights and education bill and what people are calling the I'm not going to say it, and even from the White House. And as soon as they say those words, those three words, it's like you've disqualified yourself in the conversation. Full stop. You're humiliating yourself. You're showing people that you haven't read what the bill is and was, and just to stop. But the other part of this is that the privileges that Disney has and has enjoyed has been quite interesting, and the people don't realize. If you go onto Disney property, you see Reedy Creek often. You might even see the little firehouse that sits there on Disney property, and there's a lot of property to cover, and they have certain privileges, almost like they're almost like a state within a state. They're almost like a bubble there, where and it really is like a state within a state. The control that they have, whether it's taxes or the like, and maybe talk a little bit about these.
Yeah. So for people that have not been following this is absolutely crazy when you think about it. So Disney essentially is the 68th county in the state of Florida. We have 67 official counties, but Disney has a 43 square mile area that was legislatively carved out in 1967. It's the largest privately controlled taxing district in the state of Florida. I call it the largest tax evasion scam in Florida history. And we've had a lot of scams, maybe in the United States, but it's what we used to call in the United States a company town. And let me tell you a little bit about what they enjoy. So they are exempt from all county regulations and most state regulations. They don't have to worry about pulling permits or impact fees. They're exempt from building codes. They're exempt from surface water control regulations. They're exempt from drainage regulations. They're exempt from waste treatment regulations. They have total autonomy, and they even get to pick the residents who live there. They've picked 36 people to live in these fake cities they've created called Bay Lake and Lake Buena Vista. And this is really the most extreme example of crony capitalism that I've ever seen. And look, you have numerous theme park resorts in the Orlando area. You have Universal, you have SeaWorld, you have Legoland. None of them get this special privilege. You have Busch Gardens down in Tampa. So the question that I have, even outside of Disney's sort of woke corporatism, is why did we ever do this in the first place? And maybe we need to correct this aberration to the free market. It's anti-free market. It's anti-economic liberty. I think that the power of the state should never be used to pick winners in the marketplace. And this is what's happening now. We're using the power of the state of Florida, to pick winners and losers in the marketplace. And I think that's fundamentally wrong.
How concerned are you even, as we talk about these woke corporations? I mean, look, we could talk about many corporations. We've talked about ESG. Glenn Beck talks about ESG constantly, all the time. There are a lot of people that are starting to wake up to this. They're starting to realize that there are environmental and social and governmental is what they're calling it, ideologies that they have that businesses are bragging about. They're talking about this openly. Like, listen, if you're somebody who, let's just say, wants to get a loan to drill for oil, you've found a place where a lease may work for you. Boy, it's going to be really hard for you to do that if you can't get the money because we don't think you're environmentally friendly. We will deny you. And may I say that if you think that the idea of our Second Amendment and ways to get around it, and to say to somebody, hey, listen, we found out that you are someone who owns a firearm, so maybe we don't want to give you a loan for this. Or maybe you want to buy some ammunition, and maybe you're going to have a tough time using this card because we're not fans of you having a firearm. I mean, these are very real things. This isn't something that is just coming out of thin air. This isn't something I'm making up or anybody else. This is happening now. It exists. And these are the kind of things that we have to recognize and really speak to.
We've seen that right here in Lee and Collier County. If you remember, maybe it was 15, 18 months ago when the Lee County School Board canceled their contract with a prominent grocery store owner and food supplier, Alfie Oaks, because of his political ideology.
Right.
So that's wrong. And, Drew, I've often said when you look back in the history of this country, the two greatest threats to individual liberty are big government and big business. And when you see those two merge together to try to silence voters or inject their will into local politics, you have a real threat there. And I think for so long we've had the power of the state used to assist Disney here in becoming this corporate conglomerate that thinks that now they can make Florida a corporate state and that they have the ability to come in, tell our governor what to do, tell our state legislature what they're going to do, and tell voters what they should think. And that's what I'm pushing back against, and I think that's what the governor is pushing back against. And man, it's refreshing to have people with a backbone in elected office. And I think Disney, quite frankly, has been punched in the nose, and they're a little stunned. They don't know what's happening. They're surprised that there's any pushback at all.
Yeah. And can I just say this, and I'm not speaking for you, this is me personally. We don't want to do this. This is not something that we want to talk about. This isn't something that we want to bring to the forefront and discussing these things. We would just like it to be, look, you're an educator, educate. You don't have to do anything more than math and science and reading and all those things. If you're a theme park, just present a really wholesome product and a product that we would be proud to bring our families to and enjoy and just kind of stay out of the rest of it unless you want to inject yourself into that for whatever reason because you feel like the threat is so big and so real, which again goes back to what's the threat? If you don't listen to what we say as an activist, then we will fill in the blank. What is the we will fill in the blank, and how did all of a sudden that become the most powerful thing? What is it?
I don't know. I guess we're going to find out and see what Disney does. But look, the CEO of Disney, Bob Chapek, if he wants to come down here to the state of Florida and run a campaign for governor and get elected on a platform of sexualizing your 4-year-olds in school, and somehow he gets elected, then and only then will he have the power to veto legislation. Until then, no one has elected him to a damn thing.
How do you think all of this is going to play out? I mean, the discussion about this with Disney.
I think at some point, the CEO of Disney, I think he has made such a critical misstep here. The share price is fluctuating. I think his days are numbered. I see him eventually being forced out by shareholders, having to step down. And I think at some point, it's my hope anyway, that Disney's going to acknowledge that they made an error here, that they didn't read or understand the bill, and that they do support parental rights in Florida. And maybe they would acknowledge that they've been sort of hijacked by rogue progressive employees. And I really do hope, look, they've been a good company in Florida. I do hope that they get back to their product, to what they originated on, and that is promoting and protecting childhood innocence and magic and protecting kids and not trying to sexualize 4-year-olds.
Yeah, no doubt. And there's other places that we would like to see that not happening as well. And I know you have been out there as well, concerned about what is happening with our families and parents who have been showing up at school board meetings. I know you continue to talk to constituents about that and how that's not over. Like it's if it's not in the headline, it doesn't mean it's gone away. It's like the border. When we are getting prepared for what is getting ready to hit us along our southern border, it's going to be ugly. And just because it's not the thing on the headline right now doesn't mean it's gone away. And it's the same thing I would say with education, with the same thing with the school boards, and how important it is that this election cycle we make the right decisions and vet the individuals that we are going to entrust with our vote, and make sure that we don't have to show up to school board meetings en masse the way we have, angry and upset because of what they're doing, but instead show up because we are going to congratulate them and be proud of the things that they're doing, and be a part of together in educating our kids.
Yeah, and Drew, I think those two things are absolutely linked. When you look at what happened with Glenn Youngkin in Virginia, particularly Loudoun County, which saw a 30-point swing towards Republicans in just 11 months, because that was ground zero where these sex assaults happened with these trans students in girls' bathrooms. Yeah. But they're related. Let me explain how, because it's about the inculcation or the teaching of values. So the fundamental question is, who is it that should be charged with the responsibility of teaching sexual values to children? Should it be woke governments acting through your school boards, as we've seen here in Lee County? Or should it be woke corporations like Disney trying to sexualize your 4-year-olds when they come in the gate at Disney? Or should it be parents? And parents are pushing back and saying, these are parental rights, these are fundamental rights. Parents, and only parents, should be charged with the responsibility of inculcating or teaching children values. So I think these threads are intertwined with what's happening with these school boards around the country and what's happening with these woke corporations, because it all comes back to parental rights and having parents have the right to make these decisions and have these discussions with their children.
Well, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you being here, getting up early, and making the trip here, and certainly the fight that is going to continue. This doesn't stop. They're not going to give up. They're not going to just walk away when you show up, and even when you show up to vote and we vote the right people into school boards, and those that will keep an eye on all of this and be good stewards of our votes and our kids, and ultimately as things get better, that's only going to happen if you vote and get involved, that they're not going away. They're going to be around here for as long as we're going to be around.
And we have to stop going on defense as conservatives. We have to go on offense, and there will be zero backing down, zero compromise when it comes to the safety of our children.
All right, State Representative Spencer Roach, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Drew.
All right, we'll see you soon. All right, it is Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
It's not often a 25-year-old exceeds everyone's expectations, but FGCU has done just that in our first 25 years. Remember the thrill of Dunk City, the rise of WGCU, being recognized as a top entrepreneurship program, the impact of our water school. If we can build a stronger Southwest Florida in just 25 years, imagine what we'll do with 25 more.
Hi, Dr. Vanerbosch here. Did you know that ignoring your teeth and gums can create problems in your body, from arthritis to heart disease? That's right. The health of your teeth and gums is directly related to your overall general health. In fact, patients with gum disease have nearly twice the risk of also having heart disease. You cannot separate one part of the body from another, and that starts with good oral health. It's the canary in the coal mine.
Meet Dr. Vanerbosch with offices near you in Naples, Sanibel, and Marco Island. Online at smilesbyrembos.com.
For a limited time, Unique will buy back your old, inefficient HVAC system when we take up to $1,750 off your new heating and cooling system purchase. And Unique will save you even more money by giving you a free Nest thermostat. Maximize your energy savings with the new energy-efficient HVAC system and Nest thermostat from Unique Services today. Call 941-500-9819 to schedule your appointment. License number CMC 1250555, CFC 1429592, EC 13002942.
Unique. Skyworks Equipment Rental is hiring equipment mechanics for their Fort Myers location. If you're familiar with inspecting engines and equipment, carrying out services, conducting repairs, and providing routine maintenance to an equipment fleet, then Skyworks is looking for you. Skyworks is a family-owned, team-inspired company with a positive culture and full benefits package for employees, including medical, disability, PTO, 401k, and more. Apply today at skyworksllc.com. Skyworks, the only equipment rental company equipment mechanics need to call.
Longer days, warmer weather. This is the time of the year you need to be enjoying life without joint pain. Hey, it's Drew Steele. Look, it's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people right here and all over America get real, lasting pain relief. They use highly concentrated, cutting-edge natural biologic treatments that can restore and repair damaged joint tissue, getting to the root of the pain. It's life-changing. You can get back to moving like you used to, with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have nagging pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, and you're done with steroids and pain meds, call QC Kinetics. And if they're telling you surgery is your next option, don't do it. Call QC Kinetics. Get a free consultation and free second opinion. Learn more about these amazing natural biologic treatments. Enjoy this time of the year doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. In Naples, 239-893-PAIN.
Hi, I'm Keith from Storm Shield. Our mission at Storm Shield is to provide the very best storm protection available and to make the process as easy as possible. Don't take it from me, though. Listen to what our customers say.
Hi, my name is Carl Boscarino. My wife and I moved to Southwest Florida over 21 years ago. We talked about hurricane-proofing our home, but didn't know where to start until we talked to Storm Shield. They asked if we wanted to start with just one side of the house. Who knew you could do that? We started by replacing the windows exposed to the sun, and we were very surprised at how much cooler the rooms became. We also noticed the outside noise had dropped to barely anything. We noticed our electric bill was less every month. The more windows and doors we did, the more money we saved. When the city inspector came to check the work, he asked what company we used. I told him Storm Shield. He said I didn't need to worry, that Storm Shield installers know how to do it right. Again, I was impressed with Storm Shield.
Visit us on the web at stormshieldSWFL.com. That's stormshieldSWFL.com. License number CGC A60475.
You already know that Genesis produces some of the most luxurious cars and SUVs in the world. But did you know that Genesis of Naples is the world's #1 largest volume Genesis dealer? Hi, I'm Sheila Zellers, owner of Genesis of Naples, and we're #1 because we make sure you have a luxurious buying experience. Yes, my staff and I are honored to help our customers get into a new Genesis with our large volume of incoming inventory, like Motor Trend's 2022 SUV of the Year, the all-new GV70, or the hot midsize GV80, plus the G70, G80, G90 luxury sedans. Come see why the Genesis G80 ranked #1 in initial quality among upper midsize premium cars by J.D. Power. As the world's largest dealer, we receive the largest share incoming models. So let us help you reserve yours. We're taking pre-orders now, so come in and select your dream Genesis. Visit Genesis of Naples on Airport Road today.
Based on 2021 retail sales volume GMA. For JD Power 2021 U.S. award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
We're watching a crash for you in Cape Coral at Hancock Bridge Parkway and Del Prado Boulevard South. Southbound lanes are shut down on Del Prado right now. Cape Coral Police is asking people to avoid the area. We do have a Wink News crew on the way to that scene to get the eyes on exactly what's going on. Taking a look at your bridges at this hour. Edison having a couple of slowdowns right as you get into North Fort Myers. Caloosahatchee looking all good at this hour. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another day of record heat on tap for Southwest Florida as highs will be climbing back into low and middle 90s under a mix of sun and clouds. Most of us stay dry today with just a stray storm possible, especially inland, and we will be breezy with winds at a southeast to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We keep it mainly dry as we head into this evening and tonight. Rain chances increasing into your Thursday morning with isolated rain and thunderstorms returning for tomorrow as a cold front begins to move through the area. 89 for your high on Thursday. We drop to 82 for Friday with a drop in humidity behind that front. Saturday and Sunday featuring highs in the upper 70s to low to middle 80s with some cooler nights returning in the 50s by Saturday night. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
The news you need, the host you trust, getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen of your dreams. Brand new custom-made cabinet doors. Drawer fronts, hand-finished by true craftsmen. Designer hardware, new hinges, and everything installed beautifully in less than a week, start to finish. Expensive? No. To the contrary, with refacing by Cornerstone, you'll save so much, we should really talk about your master bathroom too. Go for wow. Go for Cornerstone.
Did you know that if you have $600 or more in the bank,
President Biden wants to check your account. Ty Lassiter of Key City Capital here to tell you why. In an unprecedented move, President Biden's administration wants to have access to all Americans' bank accounts with over $600 to keep an eye on things so that we can be safe. At Key City Capital, we are committed to protecting and growing our clients' wealth regardless of what this president does. Our track record of double-digit returns and tax mitigation has truly been life-changing for our clients.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Or check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Hello, Floridians. Today is a good day to do great things. Yes! Like finally getting your closet organized. Or fixing your water heater so you can enjoy warm, steamy showers. Oh, yeah! Do something great today by calling Plumbing Today to take care of all your plumbing needs. Right now, get our 93-hour free drain clearing and get the best from today.
Call today, Plumbing Today, plumbingtoday.biz.
Visit plumbingtoday.biz to book an appointment.
The Diamond District is a retail store selling at wholesale prices. Their team will help you define what is best for you and your budget by walking you through the variety of factors that change the beauty and prices of a diamond. And you can be sure that with Jason and Todd, you will buy a diamond at a wholesale price.
Hi, I'm Soren Christensen with Advanced Wealth Advisors. Are you worried about higher taxes now and in the future? Are you looking for opportunities to reduce your taxes and increase your income? I'm a certified financial planner professional with training in investment, retirement, and tax planning. I'll work with you to ensure your financial plan is maximizing all tax reduction opportunities. Visit awadvisors.com to request a consultation and to see the Advanced Wealth Advisors difference. That's awadvisors.com.
Being young protects us kids from a lot of things, like paying bills and boring meetings. Blech. But there's one big thing being young doesn't protect us from. That's COVID. In January, there were over 2 million COVID cases among kids.
But now, kids 5 to 11 can get a vaccine tailored to give us the best protection.
For me, for us,
for our kids.
We can do this. Find a vaccine near you at vaccines.gov, paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
There's a new emergency room coming to Lee County on the corner of Pine Island Road and Nicholas Parkway. HCA Florida Cape Coral Emergency will offer 24/7 emergency care as an extension of HCA Florida Fawcett Hospital. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com to learn more.
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. It is the Brett AC talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele S3Es. We appreciate you watching, subscribing to the channel. They're on, they're on Rumble. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my equipment, trying to get everything working over here as I'm muddling through some technical issues. And there he is. All right. I see his smiling face right now. Hopefully he sees, he doesn't see me. He just hears the sound of my voice. It is Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond who's joining us this morning on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. Well, hello there, sir.
Hey, good morning, Drew. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Sorry, I had a little technical snafu, but listen, we let everybody know. It's out there in the open now, and so is it a snafu if you've told everybody it's a snafu? Does that, because nobody would know the difference? I could just
listen. If there's anything I remember from elementary school, honesty is the best
policy. I've heard that before.
Go.
That is right. All right, let's get to some of the issues here in Lee County. Talk about some of the things that are going on. So one of the things that I was going to ask about is, I know we kind of touched on it last week. We talked a little bit about the budget. I kind of want to start with that first, as we've got next year's budget that we're concerned with. And the reason why I say that is because, man, we've heard about the growth You constantly hear about some of the things that people are saying outside of the area. You'll find some website that'll say Cape Coral is what the number 6th most or something. They'll come up with these numbers and they'll say again how awesome it is here in Southwest Florida and the growth in Lee County. And of course, that means the things that you have to worry about with a budget. So maybe let's just talk about some of that going on right now.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Depending on which survey you read, we're either like the 9th fastest or 6th fastest growing county in America. And in the state of Florida, we're actually the 2nd fastest growing county in the state. They say about 20,000 people moved here just last year. So yeah, we have to start thinking about the budget. We actually during our budget workshop received an estimate yesterday that says by the year 2030, we'll have 1 million people here. So that sped up by about 10 years. We'd always believed that it would be by the year 2040 that we'd hit 1 million. And the amazing growth that we've seen now in the wake of the pandemic and the wonderful free policies that we have here in Lee County have actually driven more people down here. And so it's accelerated the growth. And so our goal as we build the budget is obviously to continue the same service levels and the same quality of life that everybody's used to down here. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to keep spending flat. That means, in fact, we're going to have to spend more. Yeah. We're going to have to hire more ambulance drivers, buy more ambulances. Our utilities are going to have to be upsized so we can provide water and wastewater treatment to people. So, I mean, there are a lot of things that we have to take into account as we do this budget. But, the number one thing we want to do is keep your taxes low. We have in Lee County one of the lowest tax rates for your property taxes in the entire state, and we want to keep it that way.
How in the world do you do that? I mean, because I know there are people that are saying this to themselves. How are you able to do that? How is it that this area with the kind of growth that we have, but keeping taxes low, what's the secret? What's the secret to the sauce, if you will?
Well, it's being smart about the new money that you get in, as new homes are being built. You look at where you need to put that new money. We actually have a formula here in Lee County where the first year that a new home is built and comes on the tax rolls, we actually take that brand new money and we put it towards infrastructure for that first year. We call it our growth increment fund. But it's really been a smart way to help us keep up with the infrastructure. Now, there's no way to build fast enough to keep up with the rapid growth that we've seen in the last couple of years. And look, I don't think the rate of growth we've seen over the last couple of years is going to be sustainable, right? It's not going to continue at that rate. We all realize that it's going to back off at some point. Right. But yeah, we're working hard to continue to be smart with the money, the new money that we get from the new homes and the new people who are moving here, and make sure we put it towards infrastructure so that we can have roads and utilities the size that you need them to keep up your quality of life.
Do you happen to have any, because people are always asking me, is there anything that he can talk about when it comes to updating some of the construction or the projects that are out there? Maybe just quickly, are there a couple of updates you can give us right now?
Well, one project we spoke about specifically yesterday was the Cape Coral Bridge. Yeah. So, a couple of years ago, we had the idea was raised about, could you build another bridge to connect Cape Coral and Fort Myers? And the answer is, it's probably not feasible financially or environmentally. It would be too much to try and create that new corridor. So the commissioners came up with the concept of, what if we add lanes to the existing bridges? And the first one that is going to go under construction is the Cape Coral Bridge. That's the one that connects Cape Coral Parkway to College Parkway. And we're going to replace the older side of that bridge. If you drive over it, some of you are probably sitting on it right now, you'll see one side is a lot older than the other side. That side was built in the 60s. It's now 58 years old. It needs to be replaced. And so we're going to expand the newer side to 3 lanes. And then we're going to build a new 3-lane bridge right next to it for a total of 6 lanes.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's a good update. And Jake is shaking his head because he knows quite well the issues on the Cape Coral Bridge, as we all do. And looking
well,
at,
and it's
go ahead.
Yeah, it's not just widening the bridge; it's also working on the the traffic on either side of the bridge. That intersection at Del Prado and Cape Coral Parkway gets jammed up, and then the intersection at McGregor and College gets jammed up. So we need to look at all of the intersections and make sure that as we do this project, we try to fix everything.
Right. Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. So obviously this time of year and the winds whipping up, people are concerned about fires. And So you've got some kind of, what is it, a burn ban? Is that what's going on right now? Explain this. What is this burn ban that I'm hearing about?
Yeah, so I mean, all you have to do is walk out into your yard and step on the dry, crunchy grass, and you get a picture real quick of how dry we are right now. We're in a drought, and the fire chiefs from around Lee County requested that we enact a burn ban here in Lee County to try and do anything we can to mitigate potential brush fires. And so the county has an ordinance that sets the criteria for when to enact a burn ban and when not to, and we have exceeded that. We use a drought index. And the drought index number, it has to be 600 or above in order for us to enact this burn ban. And sure enough, we surpassed that. So we're dry. We really are. And it looks like, our rainy season doesn't start usually till June. Sometimes it started a little earlier in May. But we enacted a burn ban for the next 30 days at least, and then we'll take a look at conditions after that. There are exceptions here, so you can still grill food outside or use your commercially purchased fire pits that are, things that are safe and contained, but, you can't just go out there and build a campfire outside right now. We're just trying to, eliminate some of those opportunities to start a huge several 100-acre brush fire.
Right. So Jake, your idea of a Jake style fire pit. Jake's gonna do one of it. He's like, "Come on over my backyard. I'm gonna dig a hole." And don't. Yeah, we might want to not do that.
Yeah. Again, those commercially purchased ones are allowed. It's but yeah, just digging a big hole. I don't know that the fire chiefs would like that very much. And look, hopefully it's just a temporary. It always has been. Unfortunately, we've had to do this in the past too, and it's always been a very temporary situation. The rains come and then we lift that ban as soon as possible.
Yeah. And by the way, this applies to again both municipalities and unincorporatedly, right?
That's right. So if you live in a city like Cape Coral or Fort Myers, it applies to you. But if you also live in the unincorporated area like North Fort Myers or Lehigh, it applies to you as well.
All right, good times. All right. Anything else? Anything on your mind? How about something outside of politics? Anything on your mind lately? You are one of those few people that I could ask this question to, and right off the cuff, you've got something that you can speak to.
I'll tell you what. I've been getting a real kick out of watching the videos on Twitter of President Biden yesterday, just looking completely lost. He welcomed President Obama to the White House, and it's like, all of a sudden the cool guy was back and nobody wanted to talk to Joe anymore at all.
And Jake has yet to see this video. He hasn't seen it yet. There's one picture that is gonna, it speaks volumes to what you're saying, but there's a picture there. He's literally putting his hand on Barack Obama's shoulder to pull him away from the crowd that is around him and trying to get his attention. And he looks pretty angry. Like he will not listen to him. Like Barack Obama will not pay one single bit of attention to Joe Biden. And he's walking around and nobody's paying attention. It's sad. It was a sad look.
Yeah, you really wish you could have been a fly on the wall when those two went back behind closed doors to hear what was said. Look, the Biden administration's got problems. They really do. America is not in good shape. There's no way he can stand in front of the American people and say, "Are you better off now than you were 2 years ago?" Because the answer is resoundingly no.
Yeah.
So he knows he's got problems. He's trying to do things like bring back, President Obama to kind of harken back to things that were popular on the left. But I will tell you, I think in my mind, that was a big PR blunder.
Yeah.
Think about this. You put President Obama, regardless of how you feel about his politics, and I don't feel very good about President Obama's politics, he's a great speaker. The man can give one heck of a speech, right? He's polished.
Yeah.
And so you put him next to Joe Biden, who can barely formulate a sentence. That's not a good optics there. I think his political consultants or whoever arranged that really made a blunder and did not help Joe Biden at all.
Yeah, and even Kamala Harris is like hanging out with Obama, and they're laughing it up and hanging out with the crowd. And Joe's behind is like, I even lost my VP. I got nobody around. It really was pathetic, but it is what it is. What time is it now? What's the where are we? How much longer do we have to deal with this? Well, we got the 22 election. That'll help a little bit, but we got.
How many years do we have to?
I mean, have you gone so far as to install one of those little widgets on your phone that do a countdown to when Biden would
do they have
potentially
one?
leave office?
Has somebody made one of those? Has somebody made something? Yeah, there has to be one that has like a goofy Biden face, and you can use it as your home screen when you open up your iPhone or something. Like it's the home screen, and then the numbers tick, and it has one of those goofy Biden faces. That would be that is an entrepreneurial moment there for someone to get out and create that. All right, good job. All right, Lee County Commissioner Brian Hammond, I appreciate you. I appreciate a few minutes of your time, as always, and I will see you next week.
Thanks, Drew. Have a great morning.
All right, you do the same. 239-479-5592 is the Brett AC Talking text line. We stream live. DrewSteele.com is the website. Steele has 3 E's. You can go there to watch and subscribe to our channel on Rumble. We appreciate it. A couple of more minutes away, we are from Drew's College. I don't want to go there yet because there's a couple of other things I wanted to mention, including the fact that, listen, get ready for another round of the media telling you why John Durham's investigation doesn't matter. After all this, isn't it just a case of lying to a federal agent? The Times, Washington Post, CNN, all of them are going to rush in to say it's nothing. It's everything. And here's why. It's an article, an opinion piece from the New York Post, who's laying out the case. You know, there's a lot here, everybody. And there's a lot to Hunter Biden and the laptop and how close it's getting now to really not being able to avoid what is the obvious. It was Peter Doocy yesterday talking to Jen Psaki about Hunter Biden, not only about his trips to China and the money there, but also putting together some kind of special counsel.
On another topic, a lot of stories about Hunter Biden surfacing this week. So to ensure the independence of the investigation, would the president support the appointment of a special counsel?
Well, first, the president has never had a conversation with the Department of Justice about any investigations into any member of his family. He said that during the campaign, and he will continue to abide by that. So I'd point you to the Department of Justice for any additional steps they would take. They would make those decisions independently.
Is there any concern that they're not going to be necessarily seen as being able to make the decisions independently if the White House Chief of Staff is out saying that the president is confident his son did not break the law?
Well, that's something the president has said, and certainly we would echo.
Yeah, okay, you're going to echo. It did nothing wrong. There's nothing to see here. And look, you already are starting to see the spin from the media. The media now, NBC, for example, yesterday, look, they're going to admit that, yeah, there was something going on in 2013, 2014, Hunter Biden, this trip to China. Why is he getting on Air Force Two and going over to China with Joe Biden as vice president? But listen carefully to how the media is already spinning out of this. Listen to this.
A 2013 trip to China getting new attention this morning, not for what Joe Biden did, but for who he brought with him.
Not for what Joe Biden did. It's just who was on the plane with him. He didn't do anything. It's just who was there.
His son, Hunter, joining the then vice president on the official visit to Beijing, along with Hunter's daughter, Finnegan. Unknown to the press back then, Hunter Biden was forming a Chinese private equity fund.
Unknown to the press back then. Nobody knew back then that he was doing what? Did you hear that, right? Unknown.
Unknown to the press back then, Hunter Biden was forming a Chinese private equity fund, planning to raise money, including from Chinese investors. Years later, Hunter Biden acknowledged that during the trip, he met with a Chinese banker, which his spokesperson describes as a social visit, not a business one. 10 days after the Biden's trip, Shanghai authorities issued the fund's business license.
Yeah, okay. Joe didn't know anything. Hunter's, look, it was a cat. It wasn't business. It was just hanging out. That's all we were doing. We were just taking a trip, trying to see. I just wanted to learn a little bit of what. Okay. John Durham now, an investigation that starts to put together all of this. Listen, it's not just the special counsel that's being called and asked about with regard to Hunter Biden and the laptop and what Joe Biden knows and doesn't know, but it also goes to how much has been hidden from the American people with the Durham investigation and the Russia collusion hoax and Hillary Clinton and everything we're starting to find out now. They're all together. The corruption, together, what they have been doing, not only the Biden crime family, as people have described it, not only the Biden family, but how much Barack Obama knew and didn't know, and how much Hillary Clinton did and didn't do, and there was a lot that she did. If Hillary Clinton or one of her spokespeople went to the media in 2016 and said Trump was a Russian agent, yes, they would have gotten a half an hour on MSNBC, but others would have been asking for proof. Curious that this wasn't just a fantasy of a political opponent. Again, going back to Hunter Biden, the proof has been out there. They've been hiding the proof. They've known all about Hunter Biden. If you're taking the two stories and see the parallels, they've known about the story, but they hid it. But what if you could get the FBI to open an investigation? That would give this whole enterprise a veneer of credibility. Then you have someone leak it to the press, and voila! You've weaponized the nation's justice system, and no one is the wiser. And the best part is you don't even need any real evidence. Just lie a lot, which is exactly what Clinton's campaign did. Michael Sussman claimed to be just an ordinary concerned citizen when he was really a Clinton lawyer. Christopher Steele claimed to be a worried ex-spy when he was really a Clinton opposition researcher. They met with the FBI and fed investigators a bunch of fed them a bunch of hooey about Russian banks and PP tapes. And the rumors swirled in the 2016 election and all of the things that happened. Paying $100,000 the Clinton people did to the FEC because they lied about spending money on opposition research. Sussman now gets caught, and we come to find out that there's evidence, the smoking gun in the case against Michael Sussman on Monday night, publishing documents showing that the Democrat cybersecurity lawyer messaged the FBI general counsel that he was not working on behalf of any client when in fact he was working for the Clinton campaign. There's more that continues to come out. But you see these parallels, and we're going to take a break and do Drew's College right now, but before we go, you see the parallels? You see the parallels between what is going on with Hillary Clinton and the Russia collusion hoax and what they did and weaponizing the bureaucracies to go against a duly elected president, and the knowing of and the hiding of, and the same thing with Hunter Biden and the knowing of and hiding of the information on the laptop before an election because they desperately wanted Donald Trump to lose. That's why the whole Durham investigation matters and continues to matter. Because if it could happen there, then the things that people are talking about on the laptop side can happen there as well. And once one is exposed, the other one gets exposed as well. 239-479-5592. It's time for you to call right now. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Caller number 9 will play Drew's College, a $35 certificate to Alda's Diner at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road is yours as well. So you will win the $35 certificate and play Drew's College next on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
That's you, looking at your garage. And I mean, yeah, everything still works, right? Sort of. You know, the door slowing down, squeaks quite a bit, light doesn't work, and that one wheel pops off every now and then. But you know, it works. Except when it doesn't. If you want things to work, they need maintenance. A tune-up every once in a while. Align the tracks, lubricate the motor, the rollers, hinge points. Fix that dented panel from that football you totally should have caught. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Good things need love and care. Sharpen your knives, paint the steps, wash your jockstrap, shine your shoes for crying out loud. Give your garage door system a Mo Better tune-up every couple thousand cycles and it'll give you years of faithful service. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. Get that sucker working like new. There's an idea.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. The Fed is set to raise rates, and some analysts are saying it could be as many as 11 consecutive rate increases. A rise in the Fed rate can increase the rate and monthly payment on credit card debt and home equity credit lines. If you're a homeowner with significant credit card payments, home equity credit line payments, or if you are thinking about cash out for other things like home improvements, we can help. A no closing cost, conventional fixed rate first mortgage can lock all of these things in right now and actually help lower your monthly payments. You can apply online at mortgagewarehouse.com or we're local. Call 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
92.5 Fox News.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
It's Drew's College.
All right, let's go to Logan out on Marco. Hey, Logan.
Good morning, Drew.
Good morning. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD or associate's degree question. Sir, starts right now. Logan, why does the United States flag have 50 stars?
For 50 states.
That is correct, sir. All right, and associates is yours. We'll see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. Bill Clinton succeeded whom as the 42nd president of the United States?
George Herbert Walker Bush.
That is correct, sir. You got a bachelor's. We'll see if you get a master's on this question. What White House event did President Hayes in 1878 start? Was it the Easter egg roll, the Christmas tree, or the Rose Garden press conference?
My guess was going to be the Easter egg roll.
That is correct, sir. All right, you got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this question. In 1993, this president announced his don't ask, don't tell policy for gays in the military. Who was the president?
William B.J. Clinton.
That is correct, sir. You got a PhD today on Drew's College. Congratulations, and you got yourself a $35 certificate to our good friends at Alda's Diner at the corner of 951 and Vanderbilt Beach Road in Naples. It's a great place to eat and talk politics. You're going to love it. All right, stay there, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Back at you. 239-479-5592 is the Brett AC talking text line. When we come back, a little more on John Durham's explosive report from yesterday. And talk about explosive. Did you all hear Matt Gaetz yesterday? And the defense secretary? Wow. Wait till you hear this exchange. Talk about fireworks. Woo!
92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. At New South, we are determined to build the best Florida window. Energy-efficient windows that stand up to heat and hurricanes. We call it the ultimate Florida window. Factory direct and guaranteed for life. New South has installed tens of thousands of windows across the state and has been named one of the fastest growing window companies in the nation. And that is why we're New South proud.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Looking for 92.5 Fox News online? Big news! You'll be all set when you go to rightallalong.net. From early morning to late at night, the station that gets it right is 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
Deadly storms in the south. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News, and there's more potentially dangerous weather in the forecast today. Let's get more live from Fox's time to Jay Powers.
Chris, the storms killed at least 2 people, one in Georgia and one in Texas. They're moving north today, covering an area that stretches from western Alabama to the western part of the Carolinas. The Storm Prediction Center says more than 10 million people in Atlanta, Birmingham, and Chattanooga will be at risk. The violent weather brought hail, strong winds, and tornadoes as it tore across the south yesterday, leaving more than 50,000 homes and businesses without power, from Texas to South Carolina, where lawmakers had to suspend debate and evacuate the State House chamber due to a tornado warning in Colombia. Chris.
Time to Jay Powers, thanks. The Biden administration, as well as the United Kingdom and European Union, are expected to announce more sanctions against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine, including a ban on new investment in Russia. Debate on a $10 billion coronavirus spending package is blocked in the Senate.
Democrats and GOP negotiators in the Senate thought they had a deal, $10 billion to pay for COVID treatments, vaccines, and research. But when it came to vote on starting debate on the measure, Republicans withheld support. They're demanding it include an amendment that would keep President Biden from lifting Trump-era curbs on migrants entering the U.S. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki issued a statement saying the vote's a step backward for our ability to respond to this virus. But Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell said he thinks the amendment will be added to the bill. In Washington, Jill Nato, Fox News.
Oklahoma's Republican Governor Kevin Stitt is expected to sign a bill making it a felony to perform any abortion in the state practically. It was passed by the state Senate last year and the House yesterday, 70 votes to 14 with no debate. Abortions would only be legal to save the mother's life, with penalties up to 10 years in prison and a $100,000 fine. Similar bills have been blocked by the courts as unconstitutional. America's listening to Fox News.
This news update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Still watching that crash in Cape Coral on Hancock Bridge Parkway and Del Prado Boulevard South. Another crash we're watching is at the Midpoint Bridge. Another crash on I-75 up in Charlotte County at mile marker 164. This is in Punta Gorda. 2 right-bound lanes are closed in the southbound direction, causing a lot of slowdowns. It looks like about 3 vehicles are involved in this crash. A lot of emergency vehicles on scene at this hour. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another day of record heat on tap for Southwest Florida as highs will be climbing back into low and middle 90s under a mix of sun and clouds. Most of us stay dry today with just a stray storm possible, especially inland, and we will be breezy with winds at the southeast to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We keep it mainly dry as we head into this evening and tonight. Rain chances increasing into your Thursday morning with isolated rain and thunderstorms returning for tomorrow as a cold front begins to move through the area. 89 for your high on Thursday. We drop to 82 for Friday with a drop in humidity behind that front. Saturday and Sunday featuring highs in the upper 70s to low to middle 80s with some cooler nights returning in the 50s by Saturday night. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Hello, I'm Dr. D'Amico. Have you been told you need a denture? Don't make the mistake of going to your dentist or the dentist closest to your home. A denture is a work of art and should look as beautiful as natural teeth. That's why I have a denture laboratory on site. We place each tooth exactly where it should go so I can make the most beautiful looking denture just for you. And with my lab, I can make your new denture the same day. Come in the morning, you'll leave that afternoon with your new denture. Others make you wait 2 to 3 months because your denture is going to be made in some other state or even some other country, and you're going to get a cookie cutter looking denture. Do you really want your friends and family members to know you have a denture? Of course not. Ask me how Medicare can help pay for your denture. Visit my website, see all our current specials, watch some videos, even before and after pictures. Go to dentistofnaples.com. That's dentistofnaples.com. Or call 234-5284. That's 234-5284. I'm Dr. D'Amico, the denture artist. I can help you.
License number DN15639.
Spend time and money on spring break and enjoying the outdoors and save on your insurance. Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. Now is the time for spring cleaning. Cleaning up your policies and finding savings where you can. If spring means a move, a new car, or new drivers hitting the road, then consider us for help reevaluating coverage and costs. At Chapman Insurance Group, we can save you money for the same or better insurance coverage. Visit CIGFlorida.com, Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. CIGFlorida.com.
That moment when you realize you have a serious air conditioner issue. A real strip down to your skivvies, no one's sleeping tonight, head in the freezer fail party. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local experts at Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning keep you cool with $50 off any repair.
Wanna chill? There's an expert for that.
Call Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Hey, it's Drew Steele, and you know and I know that finding a doctor is one of the most important decisions that you can make in your life for you and your family. And you want to find somebody that's going to promote patient interaction and advocacy above all else. That's why I love Dr. Svetlana Kogan. She's my doctor, and I'm just telling you, it's that personal interaction, that one-on-one, the time that she spends, the huge amount of time going into detail. It's like nothing I've ever seen. And it's that connection that means so much to me. She's got a calming demeanor that'll help you if you've got anxiety about maybe issues that are going on in your life, but you need somebody in your life that you can trust, a physician that will listen. And here's the best part. She'll meet with you face to face anytime you need her, no matter where you are. You've got direct contact and complete access to Dr. Kogan. And that's why I love Dr. Svetlana Kogan. Find out more about her practice on 5th Avenue South by going to customlongevity.com. That's customlongevity.com.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan here at Duncan's Diamonds. Did you know that people drive from all over Southwest Florida to save money on diamonds? We have thousands of diamonds in all shapes, all sizes, half carat to 10 carat. Here's Sherilyn to tell you more.
Because we are direct diamond importers, we own one of the largest selections of amazing diamonds here in the United States. Duncan's Diamonds handpicks diamonds from diamond cutters all over the world to ensure you get the best. Also view one of the best previously enjoyed Rolex collections in Southwest Florida. The best selection of the best possible prices.
We want you to find that diamond or previously enjoyed Rolex that you really, really love and save. Come to Duncan's Diamonds today and leave confident you will receive the highest quality at the best possible price.
Duncan's Diamonds. 4 great locations. US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, Naples at Mercado, and Port Charlotte Town Center.
Well, is the little pill working yet?
Men, these days could be a thing of the past. Hello, this is Dr. Lou Spangler at Neogenics. Recent advances in non-surgical treatment for erectile dysfunction, combining high-frequency shockwave therapy with the P-Shot, which utilizes platelet-rich plasma, can help restore your virility. These treatments help restore blood flow to the penis and rejuvenate penile tissues, resulting in longer, stronger, firmer, more satisfying erections. Both treatments are simple, in-office procedures, and there is no pain and no downtime. You can resume all normal activities immediately after treatment, including sexual activity. Men, you don't have to suffer anymore. If you have erectile dysfunction or simply want to improve your sexual function, call Neogenics at 239-277-9999 for a free consultation. That's Neogenics at 277-9999. Again, 277-9999.
Hi, I'm Prana Songbird, pranasongbird.com.
Plumbing nerds, we're just smarter now, you heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up anytime, day or night. If your plumbing's just not right, give us a call, we'll fix you up. Plumbing nerds, we're just smarter now, you've heard. Give us a call, we'll fix you up. If your drains are needing cleaning and your plumbing's acting weird, give us a call, we'll fix you up.
Plumbing Nerds, smarter plumbing solutions. Woo!
Hey guys, there is some important news that all men should take very seriously. Your prostate health. Are you urinating more frequently? Are you waking up at night to urinate? Are you sick and tired of prostate pills that just don't work? Sound familiar? If you are one of the millions of men with prostate problems that are driving you nuts, there is some great news. Prostagenics is the all-natural product that beat over 157 other prostate supplements in lab tests and was rated the #1 most powerful prostate supplement in the world. #1, because it works. So why not try some Prostagenics, and your prostate troubles will be a thing of the past. You'll get a great night's sleep and stop waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. To get your free bottle of Prostagenics, call now 800-600-2020. That's 1-800-600-2020. Take advantage of our 90-day money-back guarantee. Call 800-600-2020. Do it now.
Thank you for waking us all up out here, for all you do.
Thank you for giving us a voice.
For being out there helping to keep the constitutional republic. I want to thank you for
your support for veterans in the military.
Educating us.
Standing up for conservatism.
Giving us the truth.
Daybreak with Drew Steele.
Look, there's no doubt about it that when it comes to wokeness in this country, when it comes to wokeness in our communities, when it comes to woke ideology in our schools, in our churches, I said it, we've got problems. It's damaging. It is. Listen, if you're going to now email me or text The Brett AC text line at 239-479-5592 because you're mad that I brought in wokeness into a church environment, or saying, how dare you say this about churches? Churches aren't woke. That's not what's happening here. Hold on a second.
Breaking news.
A bombshell. This just in.
We're out in Oak Park, Illinois at First United Church, where for Lent, they have decided to fast from whiteness. And they said, this Lent, we build our worship life around the voices of Black people, Indigenous people, and people of color. Excuse me, what? As Christians, we are called to love one another and to create unity in the church by bringing all cultures and communities together. In this case, they have decided to separate the white culture from those around it. We want
fasting from whiteness is what the church is doing. Fasting from whiteness.
That's not racist.
I'm just telling you that when it comes to woke ideology, if you're saying it's not in the church, or there are churches that have not become woke, I'm sorry, but they have. There are many that are. And look, some are trying to walk this line with parishioners who they feel have this ideology and they don't want to discourage or abandon them. But what are you doing with that? It's a United Church in Illinois. I got to find the exact details behind it. And I'll get that in just a second as far as which church it is. We'll talk about it in just a little bit. Before I get to the explosive Matt Gaetz audio, wait for this, because again, wokeness in our military. Wokeness in our military. Matt Gaetz just blasted the Secretary of Defense over his record on strategy and woke. And listen, when you hear this, you're going to understand right away why we've got a big, big problem. And I'll talk about that, and you'll hear the audio in just a second. A big, big, big reminder, we're excited to have Sean Spicer right here in Southwest Florida. We welcome him here to the Silver Spot Cinema in Naples, Wednesday, April 20th. It's a VIP event. Every ticket, you buy a ticket, every ticket is a VIP ticket, which is so awesome. So every ticket, that's right, you will get to meet, hang out with Sean Spicer. You will get an autographed copy of his book, Radical Nation. And it's going to be great. So a meet and greet, exclusive VIP event. It is at Silver Spot Cinema in Naples, Wednesday, April 20th. Get your tickets right now. You know him, of course, as the former White House press secretary, Newsmax TV host, and a great book, Radical Nation, by the way. You'll get a signed copy of the book and a photo, full access. There'll be food. I mean, it's going to be amazing. So get your tickets now by going to rightallalong.net, or you can text the word Spicer, S-P-I-C-E-R. Text the word Spicer right now to 239-479-5592. Text the word Spicer to 239-479-5592, and you'll get a link right on your phone, and you'll get right to where you can get your tickets now. Don't wait, because they're going fast. Silver Spot Cinema in Naples, Wednesday, April 20th. Sean Spicer right here in Southwest Florida. It's going to be a great event. All right, so yesterday they had the House Armed Services Committee hearing because they want to talk about the defense budget. Listen, we all understand how important it is, a defense budget, to have enough funding to be able to do things like have hypersonic missiles. The concerns that people have that China's launched one, Russia's got one that they've launched, and where are we? What are we doing here? And so there's a lot of money that's going over to the Defense Department, and we got questions. Well, Matt Gaetz has questions. Talk about explosive. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has to be questioned on a lot of different issues. And Matt Gaetz is just the guy to do it. Pretty much. I mean, let's be honest. When you're talking about getting to the heart of the matter, and I don't care when one of those people that I just don't give to what people think, that's Matt Gaetz. So it started off with some interesting questions.
Secretary Austin, why should American taxpayers fund lectures at the National Defense University that promote socialism as a strategy to combat China?
That's happening? Yeah, that's happening.
It's the National Defense University is an academic institution, and I don't know of any such lecture. But
well, that's surprising because it was widely reported. The National Defense University had Thomas Piketty come, and this was the title of his lecture, Responding to China, the Case for Global Justice and Democratic Socialism. So now that you know that they did this, would you agree that embracing socialism is not an effective strategy to combat China?
Wait. Responding to China, the case for global justice and democratic socialism? It sounds like something Bernie Sanders would do.
This is what you do.
All right, I know. Okay. What? Like, this is how we're going to combat China?
Well, I certainly don't agree with embracing socialism. I think
so that means...
I'm sorry. We're not going to do this. We're not going to let the guy say 4 words and still talk and then cut him off. We're just not.
I control the time, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, but you also have to be fair to the witnesses.
No, but I got the answer I wanted. I have a follow-up. My follow-up question is if we don't embrace it, then I guess why did the National Defense University put out a statement? Again, this is funded by U.S. taxpayers, saying in this talk, Mr. Piketty will argue that the right answer lies in ending Western arrogance and promoting a new emancipatory and egalitarian horizon on a global scale, a new form of democratic and participatory, ecological, and post-colonial socialism. So why would we invite people we don't agree with to evangelize views and values that we don't share at the National Defense University when we should be learning strategy about how to combat our enemies and make assessments that are accurate?
Is he wrong? Is Matt Gaetz wrong? I mean, granted, the military needs funding and we need the safety and security of the American people, and we all understand how important it is to have a military that is funded and ready to go. But why are we spending any money at all on someone to argue that the answers to ending Western arrogance and promoting a new emancipatory and egalitarian horizon is to introduce post-colonial socialism? Why would we invite people to talk to us about this? Like, why would we spend any money on this?
I don't know what the context of this particular or content of this particular speech was.
Mr. Secretary, I've shared with you the context. The context wasn't better understand socialism so we can defeat it. The context wasn't learn about it so that we can offer countermeasures. The concept was that it's time for socialism. And the reason I know that's the context is because the lecture was pulled from a book written by Thomas Piketty entitled Time for Socialism. And I just can't help but notice.
And so your question was whether or not
I control the time.
Your question
You guys have been blowing a lot of calls
socialism.
lately on
The
matters
answer
of
is no.
strategy, Mr. Secretary. You guys told us that Russia couldn't lose. You told us that the Taliban couldn't immediately win. And so I guess I'm wondering, what in the $773 billion that you're requesting today is going to help you make assessments that are accurate in the face of so many blown calls?
Oh, man. Whoa. You've made a lot of mistakes, a lot of blown calls. Afghanistan, Russia's not going to be, it's just going to run over Ukraine. It's not the case. And now you're talking about introducing socialism and how this is how we're going to combat China. China's sitting there laughing. Russia's making videos mocking us in the United States about how we are woke. And they're like, listen, knock yourself out, wokesters. You go ahead and do that. And we're going to laugh and mock you and be prepared to invade and do other things. Why are we continuing to do this?
You've seen what's in our budget. You've seen how the budget matches the strategy. And so I'll let that speak for itself.
Well, I mean, I've also seen that we're behind, Mr. Secretary. We're behind in hypersonics. We failed to deter Russia. Last year,
so what do you mean we're behind in hypersonics? How do you?
Okay, who's ahead in hypersonics?
How do you make that assessment?
I don't know. I make that assessment because China is fielding hypersonic weapon systems and we are still developing them. I make that assessment because Russia actually used one. By the way, your own people brief us that we are behind and that China is winning. Are you aware of the briefings we get on hypersonics?
I am certainly aware of briefings that we provide.
Do you understand your own people come and brief us before we talk to you about what is and isn't and what is happening? And they're saying, hey, listen, we're behind on hypersonics. We're in a development stage. China's launched one. Russia has launched one. They have hypersonics and we don't. Are you aware of this? Now, again, some people don't like Matt Gaetz, and they don't like his tact, and they don't like the way he goes after and attacks people, and okay, that's fine. But these things have to be asked. You don't hand over a blank check or any check to somebody and say, I'm going to trust and believe that everything you're telling me you're spending the money on is tried and true, and what you say we're going to just believe, especially when we're hearing about you hiring people to come in and speak to members of the military about how we need to be socialists. And we're supposed to just hand over the money.
It's again, this is the most capable, the most combat credible force in the world. It has been, and it will be so going forward.
Not if we continue down this path.
To do that.
Not if we embrace socialism.
The fact that you're embarrassed by your country.
No. I'm embarrassed by your leadership. I am not embarrassed for my country.
Whoa. He's embarrassed by the leadership, not the country, and the fact that we're going woke.
I wish we were not losing to China. I wish we were. You know what? That is so disgraceful that you would sit here and conflate your failures with the failures of the uniformed service members. You guys said that Russia would overrun Ukraine in 36 days. You said that the Taliban would be kept at bay for months. You totally blew those calls. And maybe we would be better at them if the National Defense University actually worked a little more on strategy and a little less on wokeism.
Has it occurred to you that Russia has not overrun Ukraine because of what we've done and our allies have done?
But that was baked into your flawed assessment. That was baked into your flawed assessment. And so I saw that the Obama administration tried to destroy our military by starving it of resources, and it seems the Biden administration is trying to destroy our military by force-feeding it wokeism.
Wow. There's no doubt that wokeism's in the military. How do I know?
On the issue of critical race theory, et cetera, I'll obviously have to get much smarter on whatever the theory is. But I do think it's important, actually, for those of us in uniform to be open-minded and be widely read. And the United States Military Academy is a university. And it is important that we train and we understand. And I want to understand white rage.
That's General Milley. Remember that? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Matt Gaetz is exactly right. They have to be called out on this. Why in the world are you not only talking about embracing your whiteness or understanding your whiteness or what you have to do about your whiteness? Why are we talking about bringing somebody in who we don't agree with to evangelize views and values that we don't share at the National Defense University when we should be learning strategy about how to combat our enemies and make assessments that are accurate? Somebody comes in and is talking about how we need to be more socialist in order to combat China. Why are we doing that? And again, wokeism is all over the place. If you just think it's in just small little areas and it doesn't really affect you, and at the end of the day, it affects all of us. And especially our national security. When you hear that, what do you... I think the former president said it best.
Everything woke turns to shit.
Jake's shaking his head, yep. 239-479-5592 is the Brett AC talking text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching. Subscribing to the channel on Rumble. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
Whether you're commuting to the office or driving to the beach, always stay to the right with 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. It means that when you hire us, you get a legal army. When it comes to law, size matters. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere, and Jay will beat it, guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at gooddealsappliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
American-made plantation shutters for you. Your best choice for plantation shutters. Custom measured and installed. Built to last forever. Call for a free consultation. Discounts for military and first responders. If you support Biden or the 2020 election results, don't call us. PlantationShuttersForYou.com.
After a car accident, you can feel like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar & Levine. Our team can help you understand your legal options after an accident. We will file your claim and fight for the full compensation you deserve. If you've been involved in a car accident, call the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse, Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader and home of the no closing cost mortgage. No points, no hidden fees, no closing costs, period. The Fed is set to raise rates, and some analysts are saying it could be as many as 11 consecutive rate increases. A rise in the Fed rate can increase the rate and monthly payment on credit card debt and home equity credit lines. If you're a homeowner with significant credit card payments, home equity credit line payments, or if you are thinking about cash out for other things like home improvements, we can help. A no closing cost, conventional fixed rate first mortgage can lock all of these things in right now and actually help lower your monthly payments. You can apply online at mortgagewarehouse.com or we're local. Call 313-5000. That's 313-5000. mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Longer days, warmer weather. This is the time of the year you need to be enjoying life without joint pain. Hey, it's Drew Steele. Look, it's time to call QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people right here and all over America get real, lasting pain relief. They use highly concentrated, cutting-edge, natural biologic treatments that can restore and repair damaged joint tissue, getting to the root of the pain. It's life-changing. You can get back to moving like you used to, with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. If you have nagging pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back, and you're done with steroids and pain meds, call QC Kinetics. And if they're telling you surgery is your next option, don't do it. Call QC Kinetics. Get a free consultation and free second opinion. Learn more about these amazing natural biologic treatments. Enjoy this time of the year doing what you love. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. In Naples, 239-893-PAIN.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Still watching that crash in Cape Coral on Hancock Bridge Parkway and Del Prado Boulevard South. Another crash we're watching is at the Midpoint Bridge. Another crash on I-75 up in Charlotte County at mile marker 164. This is in Punta Gorda. 2 right-bound lanes are closed in the southbound direction, causing a lot of slowdowns. It looks like about 3 vehicles are involved in this crash. A lot of emergency vehicles on scene at this hour. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Rachel Cox-Rosen, Wink News.
Wink Weather Authority.
Another day of record heat on tap for Southwest Florida as highs will be climbing back into low and middle 90s under a mix of sun and clouds. Most of us stay dry today with just a stray storm possible, especially inland, and we will be breezy with winds at a southeast to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We keep it mainly dry as we head into this evening and tonight. Rain chances increasing into your Thursday morning with isolated rain and thunderstorms returning for tomorrow as a cold front begins to move through the area. 89 for your high on Thursday. We drop to 82 for Friday with a drop in humidity behind that front. Saturday and Sunday featuring highs in the upper 70s to low to middle 80s with some cooler nights returning in the 50s by Saturday night. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hi, I'm Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes. You've heard me say we're the working and retired person's country club. This means coming in for a meal, a drink, or with a party, and we will obtain your complete satisfaction with our food, service, and value. We strive for excellence with your service experience and our food. So on the rare occasion we fall short, tell us and we'll fix it. Plus, at Stevie Tomatoes, there are no pretenses, no attitudes, high prices, or rushing you in or out. Come relax, enjoy yourself, and be yourself. At Stevie's, we love meeting the men and women who currently and in the past work hard to make America great. We appreciate their values, honesty, industriousness, and affection for this great country. So head to Stevie's, where we strive for excellence in everything we do. I guarantee it. In Naples, Fort Myers, and Cape Coral. Come, come, come.
Stevie Tomatoes, sports page. Come for the food. Stay for the sports.
All my friends are jealous of LEQ. Hi, I'm LEQ. They say it's like you have a sidekick, always checking in, connecting you to family, suggesting activities. Did you sleep better last night? Yeah, that breathing exercise before bed helped. See what I mean? She helps me stay healthy and independent. Plus, she's a hoot. What makes a banana split? I just tell my friends, go order your own.
Call 844-944-ELLI or visit ELLIQ.com to learn more.
Did you know that 25% of the adult population suffers from osteoarthritis? And the knee is the most common area for this condition. It can keep you from your favorite activities like golf, tennis, or just enjoying a walk. Arthritis, tendonitis, or a potential joint replacement surgery can be easily avoided. Renowned institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and Johns Hopkins University show that platelet-rich plasma therapy, or PRP, treats arthritis and joint pain by reducing inflammation and accelerating healing. If you're suffering from arthritis, tendonitis, or chronic knee pain, come see orthopedic physician Dr. Bill Morgan at Fort Myers Men's Clinic. Dr. Morgan has spent over 35 years in academia and spent 18 years as the team physician for the World Series champion Boston Red Sox. To schedule a consultation with Dr. Morgan, call 239-317-7777. That's 317-7777. Or find them online at FortMyersMen'sClinic.com. That's FortMyersMen'sClinic.com.
Sutherland Nissan has one question. Are you buying certified? Because if you're not, you're missing out. Get to the Spring Certified Sales Event at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral and get certified. Through Monday, get a massive selection of like new, with warranty, great value, certified pre-owned vehicles. Certified. Rogues, Altimas, Titans, they're all in stock. Save thousands over buying the exact same model new and get peace of mind with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And get certified. Sutherland is the #1 certified pre-owned dealer. That means we have more vehicles and we sell them for less. And you get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. What are you waiting on? Get certified. Through Monday only at Sutherland Nissan Fort Myers and Sutherland Nissan Cape Coral, your used car mega store. Online at FLNissan.com. If you don't shop Sutherland, you'll pay too much.
See dealer for details.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, just a reminder to get your tickets to see Sean Spicer. He's going to be here in Southwest Florida on April 20th. That's a Wednesday at Silver Spot Cinema in Naples. It's a great place to hang out and certainly to hang with us. I'll be hosting Sean Spicer, a meet and greet, and an exclusive VIP event. Every ticket is a VIP ticket, which is cool. So if you want to hang out with Sean Spicer, former White House press secretary, Newsmax TV host, and author of Radical Nation, you'll also get an autographed copy of the book. You'll get a photo, full access to Sean Spicer, food, and more. It's happening at Silver Spot Cinema in Naples, Wednesday, April 20th. Get your tickets now. Don't wait. Text the word Spicer, SPICER. Text the word Spicer right now to 239-479-5592. Spicer to 239-479-5592, and you'll get the link on your phone, and you go there, and boom, you can go buy your tickets as we speak. So do that now. Well, first, listen to the top 5 audio clips of the day. It's the 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
And just to follow up on Weeja's question, you guys are adding more sanctions, saying that the sanctions are going to take time to have an impact. How much time do you guys think that these innocent Ukrainians have?
Well, I think what's important to note here is sanctions are just one component of the tools that we have at our disposal.
Yeah, it's one component of the tools at their disposal. That's Peter Doocy saying, how much time do we have? You see all the horrific things that are happening in Ukraine and Russia brutalizing innocent Ukrainian citizens and the sanctions, and it's like, oh, listen, it's just a piece of the puzzle. By the way, the sanctions don't seem to be working very well when you consider that before the invasion, the ruble was to dollar was like at 81, and today the ruble to dollar exchange is like 81. So somehow they're finding a way to keep the ruble propped up and doing business outside of sanctions. Not like anybody saw that coming. Yes, they did.
Number 4.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. 3 weeks ago, you told parents to trust you, that you would unmask our toddlers. 10 days ago, you stood right here and you said that the masks would come off on April 4th. That has not happened. You reneged on your promise, and not only did you renege on your promise, you had your lawyers race to court on Friday night to overturn a state court.
No. Let her finish, because you let her start.
Yeah, let her finish because you let her start. That is someone who was questioning the mayor of the city of New York, Democrat. This is what the left does in this country. Go ahead, let her speak. And she's like, you told us a while ago that we weren't going to have to mask our 2 to 4 year olds. And the 5-year-olds, they go to school, they're unmasked. The 4-year-olds, 2 to 4, they all have to be masked. And you said, no, when I take office, that's ridiculous. We're not going to do that. We're going to take them away. And then you haven't taken them away. And why haven't you taken them away? And people are even asking, why are you doing this? Why are you masking 2 to 4 year olds with the 5-year-olds? No, they're fine. 5 and up, you're good. No masks. What about this? The reason why this is relevant is because if you're asking why it's a big deal here, just want to let you know that Democrats, this is the same mayor, by the way, that's putting up billboards all over Florida saying, hey, come to New York because you can say the word here. Well, you're not allowed to say, because it's don't say in the state of Florida, but you can say that word in New York, so come to New York. Oh, yeah, by the way, the person that asked the question works for the city. 30 minutes later, she was fired. It's the Democrat way.
Number 3.
We're out in Oak Park, Illinois at First United Church, where for Lent, they have decided to fast from whiteness. And they said, this Lent, we build our worship life around the voices of Black people, Indigenous people, and people of color. Excuse me, what?
What? Yeah, there's a church in suburban Chicago. It's fasting from whiteness during Lent, the 40 days before Easter. Abstaining from performing hymns that were composed or written by white musicians. The First United Church of Oak Park. Just trying to say that if you're worried about wokeness that is getting into churches, it is.
Number 2.
You've seen what's in our budget. You've seen how the budget matches the strategy, and so I'll let that speak for itself.
Well, I mean, I've also seen that we're behind, Mr. Secretary. We're behind in hypersonics. We failed to deter Russia. Last year,
so what do you mean we're behind in hypersonics? How do you?
Okay, who's ahead in hypersonics?
How do you make that assessment?
I don't know. I make that assessment because China is fielding hypersonic weapon systems, and we are still developing them. I make that assessment because Russia actually used one. By the way, your own people brief us that we are behind and that China is winning. Are you aware of the briefings we get on hypersonics?
I am certainly aware of briefings that we provide to Congress.
Okay. There's Matt Gaetz in a heated exchange with the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, not only questioning why we are paying for tax dollars for people to come into the National Defense University and teach about how we need to be and look forward to a post-colonial socialism, like we need to embrace socialism, democratic socialism. Why are we paying for this at the National Defense University? But also hypersonic missiles, and why is it that we're just trying to explore the possibilities of us having them and trying to figure out how to get them while China and Russia already do have them, and you're asking for 700 plus billions of dollars in defense money. Hey, we're just wanting to know where it's going.
Number 1.
Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you. Vice President Biden, Vice President. That was a joke. That was all set up.
Yeah, there's something about Barack Obama, once the president of the United States, mocking the current president of the United States at a big event to his face.
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
Not saying there's something a little weird about that, but yeah, there's something a little strange. How does that work? How is it that you have the president of these United States standing there at an event to celebrate the 12th anniversary of the greatest moment in American history, Obamacare? Everybody knows how they feel about Obamacare. I mean, it is what? Yeah, so during a White House visit there, the Affordable Care Act's 12th anniversary, you don't have, if you like your health care plan, you can keep it. Nope, didn't happen. But anyway, at this event, Joe Biden looking completely lost. Literally nobody wants to talk to him. Everybody's shaking hands with Barack Obama. They're loving on Barack Obama. They're hanging out. The Vice President Harris is hanging out with Barack Obama. They all want to be with Barack Obama. And Joe Biden's like, anybody want to, anybody? No, Joe. Nobody wants to hang out with you.
Thank you very much. Please. My name is Joe Biden. I'm Barack Obama's Vice President.
Oh, goodness. Come on. Grow some. Come on, Joe Biden. You're the President of the United States. Stop. I'm Barack Obama's Vice President. Really? I know, it's just a joke. It's everybody being lighthearted. Like this little ditty.
It was because of you. A law that shows hope leads to change. And you did that. You did it. Let's be honest. The Affordable Care Act has been called a lot of things, but Obamacare is the most fitting.
Oh, you got that right. Obamacare is the most fitting because Obama did it to us. And again, I could spend a lot of time on this, and maybe we will. I'm amazed at how people think that at this pivotal moment in our history, not now, but then in 2010, when all of this went down and everybody said we had to have the Affordable Care Act and it was going to change the way health insurance was going to be delivered in the United States and everybody was going to be insured and you're not going to lose your doctor and all the lies that they told to pass this thing. You got to pass it before you find out what's in it kind of situation. And how there was no other way to do it other than to do it legislatively through Obamacare. It was the only way to get where we are right now, and everybody knows where we are right now. And the fact that nobody left it up to the free market could make all of this happen at an affordable price, and everything that you've been looking for in healthcare could happen through the free market if you would just stay out of their way. How many times have I said this, doctors, and you know what I'm talking about if you're a doctor, and how before Obamacare, and probably even now, there are doctors that have more people, clerical people, more people that are paper pushers, that are working the paperwork behind the scenes, more people working paperwork in their office than they do physicians to help patients. It's true because of what the government does. And instead, they could have left them alone, left the free market, to solve all the issues. No, impossible, Drew. That's where we were before. No, we weren't. We were not in a true free market situation with healthcare. We were not. We've never been. Well, how are you going to provide for? The free market will provide for everybody if you would let it. No, the only way is to make sure everybody's insured through the federal government. No. That's not true. That's not true. But anyway. Yeah, what a hot mess. And the sad thing is that they were making fun of Joe Biden long before Joe Biden was president of the United States. 2014 White House, what is it, the press dinner that they have, the press corps dinner, and there's the comedian mocking Joe Biden in 2014.
The vice president isn't here tonight, not for security reasons. He just thought this event was being held at the Dulles Airport Applebee's. Yes, right now, Joe is elbow deep in jalapeno poppers and talking to a construction cone he thinks is John Boehner. Also true. It's crazy to think that Joe Biden is only one heartbeat away from no one taking him seriously as president.
Yeah, there's that. That was in 2014. So, hey, listen, things aren't that bad. I mean, even if you go back to the wokeness, right, Jake? If you go back to woke in the military and some of the things, I mean, that's pretty bad. And we've got woke in our churches. We see that just a little while ago, and there's woke in the schools and woke that is destroying everything. I mean, at least they're not destroying some of the things from our childhood, right? Like Cracker Jacks. I mean, it's baseball season. Everybody's getting excited. We're excited about the baseball season. It's like spring is here. Everybody's excited. You sing the songs, right? You go back to the ball field. Everybody's excited.
Take me out to the ball game.
Yes.
Take me out to the crowd.
Yes.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jill.
What? Oh, this is so bad. She messed up. It's buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
To the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jill.
No, it's Cracker Jacks. Oh, wait, this just in.
Breaking news.
A bombshell. It's Cracker Jill now. It's Cracker Jill, everybody. Cracker Jacks is now Cracker Jill.
No one can stop you if you have the will. So let's root for a girl's dream. We're adding our face to the game, and we'll run, throw with never a doubt. It's a new ball.
I can't do it. All right, so there you go. It's now take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jill. No one can stop if you have the will. So let's root for the girls team, adding our face to the game, and we'll run, throw, and never a doubt. It's a new ball game. It's brand new, Jake. That's what it is. It's not Cracker Jacks anymore. It's Cracker Jill.
All right, now why would they go and do this, man?
Why not? Because, Jack and Jill, they go up the hill, they come back down, and you don't know who's who. You just don't know. You have no idea what happened, what's in that bucket, or what's not in the bucket. I don't know, but all I know is that it's Cracker Jill now. It's not Cracker Jack. And maybe it's just temporary. It's just the time being. It's just because,
temporary.
So, yeah, so could have gone my whole life without this changing. And I know I'm not going to repeat some of the things that people were texting about what's in Cracker Jacks that's not in Cracker Jill.
Nuts.
Hey! Where's the dump? Send your cards and letters, care of this station, to Jake the Millennial. Listen, I'm just, all I'm saying is that
Do they still have the toys in there?
I don't know. I have no idea if listen, the toys get smaller and smaller, and
last time it was a coupon.
I don't know what it was, what they've been. You used to get like little tattoos and stuff, but you can't have tattoos anymore because that's bad, right? Because it's
maybe it's bad for the environment.
Stickers. Are they stickers? I don't know. Everything's changing. Now, I'm not saying that it's inevitable and it has to change, but what I am saying is that everything woke turns to you know what, and that what the former president of the United States said.
Everything woke turns to shit.
All right, that's enough. Where have we gone today? I am frustrated, as you are, with a lot of the things that are happening when it comes to the issues of wokeness and the concerns about the military and spending your tax dollars on bringing people in to promote socialism. And why would the military do that? Why would churches look to wokeness to do what? To appeal to a congregation and to say we're going to abstain from whiteness, fasting from whiteness. Why are we doing that? And why are we accepting that as something that is okay? Why is it that in schools we are accepting wokeness and some of the things that are happening and we're not? And why is it that we are accepting wokeness in a lot of things that are going on in our world? The answer is that we're not accepting it. Things are quickly turning around. We're not going to allow this to continue because it destroys. It's meant to destroy. It's meant to tear us apart. It's meant to tear apart families. It's meant to tear apart the fabric of the country. This is intentional. And unfortunately, there are some people and some companies that get sucked up into it that think that they're doing the right thing, that this is where the culture is leading. Is that really what you want your answer to be to people in your family and your congregation and the like? Do you want the answer to be, well, that's where the culture is going and we got to go where the culture is? Really? Are you sure about that? Yes, sir.
Remember that saying Mama used to say all the time?
Oh, gosh.
If your friend's going to jump off a bridge, you're going to do it too. That's what I just thought of when you said that.
Well, is that how they would say it to you?
Yeah, probably.
Well, if you got friends... do it again. I like the way you do that. If you got friends and they jump off a bridge, you go do that accent.
If your friend tells you to jump off a bridge, you're going to jump.
Clearly, they've said that to you numerous times. It's because you don't just say it. You picked up on the accent, too.
Yeah, it's there in a lot of them.
But
I'm the one who,
Yeah.
suggests.
You're the one that everybody would say these things to? Because clearly you were the troublemaker in your family. Is that it?
100%.
I think my mom would say probably, listen, see what they're doing over there? Don't be a jerk. I think that's exactly what she would say.
Keep it simple.
That's it. They look like jerks. Don't be one of them. Eat a little more. You're getting too thin. Eat something. That's what my mom would say. No joke, that's what she would say. You haven't had enough. Just remember, an Italian meal is you start with a salad, and then you make your way to pasta. And then after the pasta, then the meat comes out. And then after the meat comes out, then the dessert comes out. Typically nuts or like fennel or something like that. So it doesn't stop. So you can't help but be, let's just say, full.
There you go, full.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well fed.
All right, we got to go. Glenn Beck is next. Have a great day. We will see you in the morning. It's Daybreak 92.5, Fox News, right all along.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Dr. Alan Rembos takes the pain out of going to